That's crazy. Hi everybody, how y'all doing? That's
Hey
crazy.
everybody, how's everybody going?
Facts. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness. So I was gonna complain about my rainy day, but I was over in what Urban Garden Chronicles. When I tell you she got snow, I ain't even gonna complain about my little bit of rain. Hey Gina, how are you? I ain't even gonna complain about my little bit of rain. I promise you I will not. Compared to me watching Urban, she over there feet in snow. Mm-mm. I mind my manners. I stay in a kid's place. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stay in a kid's place. I ain't even gonna complain about this. Hey, unbiased. How are you doing, beautiful lady? Oh, you said you got rain and snow. See, and then tonight, Gina, it's gonna be ice. No. Mm-mm. I don't miss them days. I don't. I don't miss them days at all. I can't. I got a little bit spoiled here in the South. Hey, Angry, how are you, Donna?
Hi Gina and Bias, Donna and Angry Sarge. How you doing? Hi everybody.
But
How are
yeah,
you?
I was just like, oh, there's a tornado watch this morning. Internet wasn't working. I was all like, oh, let's see if the electricity goes out. I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
bored. Let me shut up and stop my complaining. 'Cause people out here shoveling. I seen the news was I think it was Alabama again that got hit with tornadoes last night.
Yep. I think
And
all
then
over.
a whole 45 minutes for me, they had a tornado. My husband's at work talking about, oh, I'm just sitting here in the parking lot waiting for it to pass. What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If that's what you want to do, I mean,
Hi
hope his
random Miss
life is
Random.
good.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. All right.
Yeah. The weather's been so weird though. It's been really, really weird.
Uh-huh.
But how was your day today?
Busy. Look, I'm still working. Busy. What you call it? Good. I can't complain. No complaints. Just busy. So like
I
it's
hear you.
yeah,
I hear
better than
you.
being in trouble. But I'll take it. And that's about it. Laying low. Just quiet time.
Yeah, because I had to pull you out of the woods. I was like, yo, Carbon, we
Yeah.
going live today. We, meaning you and I. So you gotta have to clear your schedule. I
I
don't
just
know how you're gonna clear it, but go ahead.
yeah. A little. Sometimes I go off into my own little world. I disappear for a
I
minute,
get it.
and then I come on back. But yeah, sometimes I need the little disconnect. So I just be
I get it.
disconnected.
I respected your time though. I
Yeah.
didn't be
Not
like,
really, Erica. Not really. It's
I
like,
get it,
I'm
but
not alive. I was like, okay, okay.
he was like, but what? I was like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
You was gone for 2 weeks.
That's it. I thought it was like a week.
No, you was gone for 2 weeks. I let you rock out for 2 weeks. Then I was like, all right, let's reel it back in. You're going for too long. Let's reel it back in.
I don't I don't like to go live unless I have something to say.
We
So
have something to say.
Erica has something to say, y'all. Clear your schedule. I was making content today. Was a lot of takes. So right, right. Agree. I'm trying to work on this channel. I'm trying to revamp it, and just bring a new something to it. And it takes a little bit of time. And I'm working with some really, really great people. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this yet, but at the end of the day, is YouTube is just so much to YouTube, and when you have somebody that wants to share that knowledge with you, it's a great thing because then you can reciprocate or point them in a direction of where they can go to. So I am sitting back and just trying to get my skill set up, and that's what I've been doing. Just so it's a lot going on in the world. So half the stuff I don't want to comment on, half the other stuff I'm just trying to ignore and just stay ready. So sometimes too much news and make you go crazy. And I just didn't want to be bothered with all of that. But I do
Right.
miss y'all, and I'm happy to see y'all. That's what led
Right.
to learn a lot. I got caught up with lunch in the academy. Right. So I don't know if you guys know Marine Gun Builder. He's really big in the 2A community, and he
Right.
also is really big in prepping. He has a whole website, and that prepping website is amazeballs. Like, yeah, I don't even know where to begin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, angry. I did learn a lot, and what I like about him, he is very structured. So when you going in there, like, no lie, I got like a whole. I have 3 pages of notes, and one of the pages is my homework. So there's
Wait,
that.
you get homework too?
He gives you homework, right? And I'm just really taking it all in because the way he's breaking it down, if you're not let me see, a structured or organized person with things, like he's definitely going to make you structured and organized. And
Yeah.
like, I have like a lot of ideas in my head, but sometimes I don't know how to translate it to paper or put it into effect. So sometimes it does
Oh,
help.
I know. We
Yeah.
know.
Ooh, you funny too.
I know.
You got jokes. You see how you? This is why I need to disconnect. It's her. Let me get this thing right.
Sandra said, do you have the link? How often?
I have to ask him because I know there is a waiting list for it. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure Angry Sarge has something to do with it or Tactical Transparent, but I don't know how I got picked for it. He reached
You
out
know how you got picked.
and
Because
I was
they
just
know
like,
you're going to share the information.
hi Backwoods, what's going on? Hi everybody. Official Jamia, how you doing?
Hey,
So
Miss Sharon.
it's blessed to be in that class, and I'm really excited about that. I'm not gonna squander that opportunity. I'm actually gonna run with that opportunity and make the best of it as much as I can. And I think I'm not sure, so don't quote me. I don't know. I think it is open, but they're Sarge, is it open? So I think I'm messing this up. Yes, Sarge, it might be open. It is an academy. I do believe in that you can go inside there and do it. I'm just not sure if it's up as yet, so I can't drop the link. Let me just get some more clarification on that before I do drop it. But if you're content creator, he's really good with helping you look at all of it, just the behind the scenes stuff. And this is just like day one of the class. So if you do get the opportunity or if he is doing it for more people after this, then and if you are, can do it, then I suggest you do it. It's just day one. I already got homework assignments, but they're really good because it's stuff that my page is actually missing that I didn't realize was so important.
Hey,
So,
Broke Pharma. How are you? Welcome, welcome.
did I say hi to Gina? Hi, badass.
Gina's been in here.
Yep. Hi, everybody.
And Backwoods.
Yeah.
Backwoods, you good?
Yep.
I need to know if Backwoods is good for Monday. We're gonna just leave that there. I hope you recuperated from Monday because I'm still trying. I'm still trying.
I'm
It
looking
was
at.
good live though. It was a good live. If you guys didn't see My Five Family on Monday, y'all need to go over there and watch that live. It was a good educational live. It was. It was a lot of good information that people brought to the table. So Nola Gun Guy, how are you?
Hi,
My
LP.
Renaissance
Hola.
Grandma.
Hi, my Renaissance grandma. How are you? Nikki, how are
Hey
y'all?
Nikki.
Right. So, yeah.
But I don't know. I had a good day. I was trying to work. I couldn't really work this morning because, like I said, the electricity was going in and out because of the tornado warning and watches and stuff like that.
Did you get a generator?
So, and then
Erica preps. Everybody that preps.
yo, I prep. And
Erica
let me tell you
preps the
guys.
stage. Now, don't forget it. Located where she has tornadoes, right? And it's not just her. It's her husband as well. It's a hurricane or a tornado. He wants to sit in the van. She has no electricity. She won't get a generator. Explain to me Don't even explain to me. Explain to Erica why it is important to have a generator when you're located in an area that is prone to tornadoes, outages, and such and such. Please
Well,
explain to
listen,
Erica, 'cause you don't
I'm
want
not
to
saying that I'm old school about it, but I'm just like, yo, it gives me a time limit to get what I need to get done before the lights go out. Well, before it gets dark, I can open up all the curtains. I feel like I'm saving more money not having a generator.
girl, if you don't save your life and stop worrying about the money, okay? It's a natural disaster. I don't think there's
I
time
can
limits
use
on
the
that. Like,
fireplace
you
to
gotta be
cook.
ready. What are we talking about? Y'all see, I'm just not gonna say nothing. I just not and laugh because at the end of the day, this is just this. Look at this. Look,
Right.
I'm not.
Well, good guy. Electricity went out a few minutes yesterday. But did you have a generator or did you stick it out? You was just like, hey, y'all better have everything
They're like
charged.
90. They're not. I'm pretty sure he is not all the way out in the woods, Erica. Unlike you, okay. Since you want to make an excuse for it, let's blow it all out.
Listen,
Yeah.
all right. Since my Renaissance grandma is now yelling at
You
me,
don't save your life. Save
I'm
the
gonna
your
invest.
life.
I would invest in my generator because the way my Renaissance grandma just put
Thank you,
what
Grandma.
with all those question marks.
What are again, my Renaissance grandma? Yeah, get the wooden spoon. Be like this, clink, 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 right on her head because she needs the dunce cap right now. The dunce cap. She will
But
not
look,
listen.
I be opening all the curtains. I be having my fireplace going. I be cooking, cleaning, doing everything because I know at a certain time it's gonna get dark. And then I have all my solar battery packs because I do have the solar battery packs where if I need to charge something, I have that. That's the way I see it. But I
Jova,
this
how you doing,
year,
Jova? Mm-hmm.
this year I'm gonna have my this year I'm gonna get my generator. I promise. I'm gonna get my generator. No
This
lie.
year, like the tornadoes is not gonna come tomorrow. Oh wait, there's one today, right? My bad. I am out here with her. We have power. This is what she's saying right now. Like I open my windows. I have the fireplace. It's a friggin' tornado. What the hell does open windows mean, Erica? I need you to bring it in, sis. Like, what's
Listen,
going on?
after a while, you get
Tornadoes with the
so
windows
used to
open.
it. After a while, you get so used to it. It's just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, in a
It's
tornado.
crazy.
In a tornado. In the
Shit,
tornado.
we had somebody in a two-way where the whole block got got
We're not
wiped out. It's
talking
not
about that
funny.
person. We talking about you, Miss Fly
That
Family.
person slept through the whole tornado, and that tornado hit their whole block. I was like, how you sleep through it? Because it sounds like a whole train crash. That's what it sounds like. It's loud and it shakes the whole house. It's scary, but
You're right, my
right,
Renaissance grandma. Yep.
right.
Yeah, that's what Erica does. Erica over here. I need you to go on your Facebook page and find you a
You
generator.
know, and I be Donna, I do. I be setting out the codes for people. They be getting like $1,000 generators for like $300 and stuff.
Again, ask her what's the excuse now. Please ask her
I
what the
don't have an excuse. I just be like,
I don't need it. It's just a tornado. I'm gonna open the windows and put the fire on so the wind could blow the flames all over the damn house. Like, if you don't get you a generator and stop playing with me,
see,
good grief.
this is what the topic's about, right? It's about us women sticking together because I know I'm hard headed, and Carbon got to check me. I can admit I'm hard headed, and this is why Carbon checks me. She does. She be like, "Yo, what are you doing?
Easy.
Let's think about this."
She be looking at you dead in your face and be like, right, so what I'm gonna do is open the windows after you just spilled out all of that stuff. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll just open the windows. It's fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. I mean, it's material things. I feel like the most important thing is if it comes, I need to grab my bug out bag, get in my vehicles, and run away from it. I
Erica,
don't
the
want to be
house
like
is a material thing, but you need it. It's not like a pair of drawers. You need those. You need the house. You need the roof on the house. You need to power the house up. I don't. Y'all see what it is? I got a prayer.
Erica to stop being cheap. Badass. It's listen, I thought I had some real reasonings, but after reading this chat and continuing to listen to Carbon, I'm gonna get a generator. Don't I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a whole review on it and everything. I will. So
Okay.
I have the proof that I bought it. Okay.
Right.
And I'm even gonna share the code because I'm definitely gonna look for a code and
Please.
I'm gonna give everybody the code and be like, listen, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Right, Gina? She about to go off on me.
Gina, this is not the first time we talked about this. Every time they have a tornado, or every time the lights go out, or every time a rainstorm come through there, I'll be like, Erica, where's the generator? No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Really?
Why be fine when you could be great? Why be okay when you could be like secure? Like, what if I need to just turn this thing on here and we have some juice to turn it on? Like, how many power banks do you have? Like 80? Because you're gonna have, it's like you're plugging up 1,000 things here.
We only got, I think we got like 2 or 3. And then I got my hand crank radios. We got a couple of those that I can, those are solar powered and they can charge. So yeah, so we're about 6.
I'm so happy that you have those. Now I just need you to get the generator.
That's the only thing I don't have.
That's the only thing I'm arguing about.
The most important thing
I'm arguing about is the generator. Urban, I'm not throwing her under the bus. I have to make her accountable for the craziness that goes through her head sometimes. She's so stubborn and she just don't want to listen. Oh no, don't worry about it. I'll put a paper clip on it. It'll be fine. No, that's not how that works. She just don't listen. Sometimes I need backup because she just, it takes this for her to say, all right, I'm gonna look for a generator.
Yes, I'm on it.
Yeah. It's progress. I'm happy.
Gina said Urban was sticking together against Erica. So now I'm the black sheep.
Urban, your friend don't have a generator. She lives in the area that has mad tornadoes and power outages. She's not local next to a hospital or anything like that or a grocery.
No,
gotta go miles.
Another thing, guys.
And she wants to be in the middle of a tornado with no generator.
Yeah, my hospital is an hour away.
Hey, Philly Slow, what's going on? Right.
Our hospital is an hour away.
You hear that? An hour.
Right.
And some change. And she wants to be out in the middle of the woods with no. Just her windows open and the fire going when there's a tornado. That's what she said. Hi, Lashes Journey. How you doing? I'm done complaining. I just wanted her to have a generator. I just want her to be safe. That's all. Stop.
I'm gonna get a generator. I'm gonna listen.
That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
So listen, I picked this topic because Gina versus Gina. Yesterday she was talking about how we try to bring people together and we try to stick together and the reasons why we sit here and deal with different people or different communities. And my thing is, as women, we sometimes tear each other down.
After I just told you about
right. As you
I say what I said. I don't care.
You didn't tear me down. You just told me why you feel, and that would make you feel better if I had a generator. Yes. But if a tornado comes, it's just gonna blow it up anyway. It's just gonna take it and fly it in the air. But anyway, we don't realize how much we need each other, or as a community where we need each other. He said, "Please get a generator." You didn't even say get a generator.
Let her know.
At least say hello.
Salute, sir. Absolutely. See, it's not just me. Everybody else think you should be getting a generator and make sure you're safe.
So there's times where want to, but it's also where if you try to correct a woman, we sometimes get offended to where we feel like we're being judged. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't come on this live unless I was put together. Just because I wouldn't want somebody to be like, "You seen Erica up there looking horrible." This, you know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes I feel like some of us women stick together, but we get so tied up in a clique to where we don't branch out or we don't accept other women inside our clique. Would you agree to that?
Um, Not me. I like everybody until you give me a reason not to like you.
See, I'm the opposite because I don't really like people. I'd be cool with everybody, but I'd be like, this person just coughed, and the
Like,
way they coughed just aggravated me. Like, you know what? And that's me being real. But I do. I try to like everybody, but it does not always come out that way.
I think because I try to extend that to everybody because I think everybody's always coming out of something or growing in what they might have been before. They're trying to change that. And sometimes
Right.
you have to give people an opportunity to put their best foot forward. Now, if in the process of, getting to know each other, we don't click or we don't have anything in common, it's not like I don't need to be around you because I might could learn something from you because clearly we don't have the same things in common. But
Right.
at the end of the day, if your energy doesn't align with mine or you're just way left of what I like to do or doesn't sit right with me, then I wish you well and be on your way. It's pretty much cut and dry to me. But I think if we spend a little bit more time just being civil and respectful to each other and allowing people just to grow,
Right.
because we're not in our 20s. Majority of us are not in our 20s. We're
Right.
a little bit older, subtle, different mindset. We got to kind of, I think it's easier to stay stuck in the same way that you want to think about people. It's harder to give people a chance
To
because
grow.
you risk the chance of them hurting you or throwing you off your game or whatever the case may be, but you still got to put yourself out there. I'm glad I did because I met quite a few like amazing people
Right.
once I stepped out of that box. So
Right. And
yeah.
I'm still getting comfortable,
Yeah.
believe it or not. And I know a lot of people like Erica, yeah, right.
Mhm.
But it takes, I mean, like I said, I'm cool with everybody, but I always look at people different. Like I always wait for a female to mess up instead of just like I would big a female up anytime. Anytime. I would support you in your business. I would, help you in any type of way. But I feel as if I still wait for a female to do something in order for me not to like her or to have a reason not to like her. Rather with a male, I just feel like males don't do much besides like I don't know, be there, take up space. And sounds wrong, but I'm not saying they don't bring issues because they hella bring issues, especially if some men play women against each other. But
I don't know. I think when it comes to women, we need to. I mean, you have a whole universe out there that bashes women, and you also have a whole universe out there that bashes men. And I think we need to. Those are the cultures that you need to not pay attention to.
right,
You know how you want to be treated. You know how you should treat somebody else. And once we lose that respect for each other and just want to point the finger all the time at each other, like, oh, it's the women's fault that this happens, the men's fault that happens. Just take
right,
accountability for yourself. Part of that is being told when you're out of pocket. I don't think you should get bent out of shape. And there's a way you say it. Like people can just be blunt, and the person that you're saying it to doesn't receive it because clearly you hurt their feelings. Yeah, I know you disappear.
feel attacked right now.
Right. Sometimes it's just having a conversation. I think if men hold the men accountable and the women hold the women accountable, it's a beginning. I'm not saying that that is the actual answer, but if we could look at each other and be like, "Yo, sis, that's wrong what you're doing. You need to not do that," and not condone that behavior. Like if your friend is doing something, that shit is not. I'm sorry, that's not right. Then you should be like,
Right.
What you doing? That's not okay.
Right.
It is what it is. My grandmother always says, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. That's something that I still in the back of my head say to
I
myself.
right. Right. So that's the way I feel. I feel as my true friends will always correct me when I'm wrong. And
Mhm.
I'm wrong a lot. Billy would tell you I'm wrong a lot. Because I also feel as my feelings are more important than your feelings. And I can come at somebody real blunt and not put their feelings in consideration or their situation into consideration. And then they feel judged and they feel like I'm attacking them when reality is it's just the way I am. And I know there's certain things that I need to work on
Mhm.
to make it where some women don't feel threatened by me. And that's another thing that I feel we all most women need to work on is not feeling threat of being
Right.
around a group of other women.
Yeah.
We should have the confidence to be around another woman regardless of how sexy their body is or how beautiful they are and stuff like that.
Yep. And everything is not. I compliment women all the time. I think women are
Right.
beautiful. Like, and no extra thing behind it. I just think women are beautiful. I'm a woman. I know the time it takes me to get myself together.
Mhm.
Days when you're bloated or you just don't feel good and you just like I don't even want to go brush my hair. Like at the end of the day, so when I see women and they're put together, I like to compliment them. And there's natural women out here that are still beautiful in their own right. I think every woman is beautiful or has something of beautiful about them. It's not always about the outside. Their presence is just amazing. It's okay to compliment another woman and say, "Yo, you look nice." Of course, there's
Right.
some women that be like, "I know," but at the end of the day,
And that's when I tell them they're ugly. I kid you not. I do it all
I
the
would give
time.
it to it. It would be the last time to get a conversation from me because at the end of the day, there's a million other women out there that look good, and I also tell men that they look good because
Right.
I appreciate the time that you took to take a shower, smell good, fix the car. I don't know, put the road sign up, something I don't have to do. So at the end of the day,
Right.
I think once we start learning to appreciate the little things about people, the everyday things, we'll get back to a better space with each other. We look too much at materialistic things, Oh, he got this car. So let's say a tornado comes and just takes that car, right? Because Erica need to get a generator. But at the end of the day, then what? You still stuck with this guy or this man, whatever. The
Right.
bottom line is appreciate the man, not the car. Appreciate the female or the woman, not the materialistic things. Take more time to see the inside of the person. Outside is great. Outside eventually ages. It's not the way it used to be. However, who she is on the inside or who he is on the inside goes a long way.
Right.
That's what you're going to be stuck with 50, 40 years down the line. And you're still going to love them because it's those qualities that just keeps you in love with them. Take time
Right.
out. If you're in a marriage, just and fix yourself up. You don't always have to be sweatpants and a shower cap.
Right.
Put the heels on
Right.
and go cook.
I agree with you.
Just be careful
I've
with
been
the.
dropping a link. You guys are more than welcome to click on a link and we will let you on a panel. Don't feel
Mhm.
scared. Don't be scared. We don't
Yep.
bite.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
ate before coming on the line, but unbiased, you wrong.
I'd be like, damn, take it backwards. Right, right, right. I was on the phone call. March 7th. You come in here. Okay. I think the next Angry Sergeant saying that the next Content Creator Academy is in March 7th. You can
Oh, wait a minute.
recommend you guys. Okay. I will do that. Absolutely. Thanks, Ingrid.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna write. Let
tells
me
me all
write
the time, oh, you too sensitive. I am. See, look. But I listen to her when she say it. About a day later, I'll be like, you got a point, but I'm still not gonna.
Oh yeah, carbon. Oh yeah, I be
Probably.
having a charge. I have to talk her off the ledge a couple of times. A
Yep.
couple of times. I'm like, all right, you need to reel it back in. I'm just Urban.
Hey guys,
How are you?
How you
tired, man.
feeling?
I was shoveling snow. My God,
Oh my god, you gotta get a snow blower.
girl, when you
She
cheap,
needs
that's
a
what
different
happens. You
battery.
pay for it later on when you're too damn cheap. So I
Right.
know how Erica is with the generator. I'm telling you,
Right.
you pay for it. I'm like, okay, that money's gonna be coming cha-ching. I'm gonna buy the damn batteries for the
Right.
snowblower.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know. Out of the
But
two,
yeah, I was listening to you guys talking, so I missed a bit because I was trying to log in. But yeah, women are always competing. I find we're always competing, or we're trained to compete with each other.
Mhm.
So it's always this like you gotta one up the other person, or you gotta be the best looking, or the best this, or the flyest, or whatever. It's always this competition, and I
Right.
find even grown women are just as bad as high school, if not worse.
Mhm.
I'm
I
like,
agree with
really?
you.
You're
Agree.
still doing this?
Hey, Gina.
Hey, Gina.
Hey,
Mhm.
I agree with you. I agree that at times that we
Hey,
we we judge people instead of giving them a chance. And if a woman messes up one time within our circle, that's it. There's no way of coming back in because that trust is already gone. Instead of letting her build herself back up or us helping her help her fix her mistakes, we rather just not deal with her at all.
Yeah, I'm that way too. It's like I'm done with you.
I think I'm more sensitive. Not that I choose to be,
Uh-huh.
because I sit and watch people a long time, and then I don't know if it's because it derails from what I thought you were in my head, that it takes me a minute to get over it. And then it's either murder, death, kill, or I love you. Like that's how Corbin rolls.
Of course.
Yeah, she knows it because it's either if I love you with all your faults, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I could tolerate them, but if I see them progressing furthermore, I kind of have to like separate myself because it's not in alignment with what I want to do, and it affects me. So do your thing. I don't want to stop you from doing your thing, but it's just not with me. So now I gotta move forward. Erica's more direct. She'll be like, I just don't like you. I don't do that. I just unless I am pissed off, but I just cannot just look at you and say, I just don't like you. Erica will say though.
But I
Yeah.
be having my reasons, but I will say my reason. And I'm gonna say, like, look, I can't get past this.
Right.
Even
Right.
if you
Yeah.
showed me, that's just you already showed me who you was. And you're not gonna burn me twice. Because if you burn me twice,
Shame on
then
you
we're gonna
then.
have to
Yeah.
right.
And it's
yeah,
so crazy because my thinking is like sometimes the most difficult people are people that need help. They need work. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to. Maybe somebody never just showed them kindness or a different way to do things. So it's almost like a catch-22 with me. It's kind of like, do I have the energy to take this person on today or not? It's
yes. You
sometimes,
Yeah.
sound like a fixer.
right. The nurturer that I am,
Mhm,
it's like, no, this is little sis. This is not what we do.
mhm.
That's wrong what you're doing. Try this, move this way. Let me show you how to do this way. It does bite you in the ass, and sometimes it doesn't. And those are the days that I live for because you can see somebody actually like just blossom in front of you and become this amazing thing that you saw way when they were just messed up. You saw the potential in that person, and you was like, I knew it. There
Mhm.
you go, little girl. Go ahead. Flap your wings. Get up out of here. What's the next one? So for me, sometimes I would like to be direct because I think certain people do need it, but it's just not who I am. Unless Carbon is upset. It's a
And it's a
whole
whole
different.
different ball game.
It's not nice, and I don't like being that way. I don't like
Yep.
being that energy because it's so not me. And
Mhm.
I am out of control when I am upset. And I'll tell you to
Mhm.
stay out of my way because it's not the same person that you see here. And I'm like forewarning
Yep.
ahead of time. Yeah, sometimes I stress myself out about like, girl, calm down. I'm like,
Yeah. I'm the same, Carbon. I'm just like you. I think it's funny because I think Urban is a lot like Erica. She's
yeah.
very direct.
Mhm.
Like she's going to tell you straight out. She ain't
I'm a mix between the two, surprisingly. But
okay.
as Erica said, when it comes to loyalty, like
Mhm.
someone who has to be like loyal to the friendship, and you cross me, I'm not looking at you the same. Like you're kind of dead to me. But if it's like a
Right.
stranger,
Like that.
someone I can help, like Carbon, and like you kind of groom them and teach them the way, I can do that because you're not personally invested in that in terms of you're trusting them and confiding in them. But when it's like a close friendship or you're a clique and they screw you over,
Yep.
Oh,
I can't
I
come
will
back
cut
from that
somebody
very
off.
easily.
I have no problem cutting. I'm
That's-
I'm
yeah.
like that. I am that
Right.
person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really, I don't know. The closer you are to me, that if you do something to me, I take that to heart.
Very personal.
Yeah, I take it
Yes,
personal.
To
very
heart.
personal. Mhm.
Because I don't let a lot of people in my small
That
circle.
part. Yes.
So when I do, and you do something, man, it's like you hit me with a truck, and
Mm-hmm.
I go through several stages.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
I want to cry because I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe you did
How
this.
could they
And I'm
do
like,
me? Yeah, how could they do me so
hell
dirty?
for you want
And you're
to
like revenge because like I'm gonna screw you up. No,
and then
Yeah.
then I gotta go through the. That's when Erica comes in. She's like, "Well, Carmen, do you? Erica, I'm not trying to hear you."
That's me. You're not gonna talk me out of my. I'm allowed to feel. I'm allowed to feel.
And
Period.
if I don't feel it, like if I don't go through my range of
Mhm.
emotions, I
Mhm.
never let it go. So I have to do it. Like I have to be this asshole. I have to be this mean person. I have to be.
And you're not really being mean. You're just cutting someone off. That doesn't equate to mean because you did something that hurt me and I react in the way that I react. That doesn't make me mean.
I never do
Because-
nothing to hurt you, Gina.
You need to stop doing it. You tried to kill me once.
That was barbecue.
you were a liability, Gina. You were a liability.
Billy was feeling some kind of way.
You bypassed his wife.
He is guilty
Hey,
of trying to kill me.
if I ever do, I know where to bury you in Urban's backyard under all that damn snow.
Yeah, New York.
You're right to dig me up.
I absolutely believe in violence. I do. I believe that there's
Unless it's an animal.
violence. I mean, if we could talk it out, if we could peacefully settle something, yes. But if we can't, I am all with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Throw them hands, feet, whatever. Let's go.
I don't now that kind of.
I'm not afraid to take ass whipping. I just need to know that I can get my hands on you for whatever minute you get it on, and I'm gonna make them motherfuckers count. Sorry, I was supposed to.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do it. That's how I roll too. Just give me one good hit. Just one good hit.
all day.
Right.
Because I may be a lot of things, but one thing I'm not is I'm not a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a doormat.
Yes.
If I let you get far with me, is because I wanted you. I saw something in you, and I think that you needed that little space to feel yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, it is what it is. As nice as I could be, I'm extremely and not a nice person as well.
Same.
And that's
And I tell people that there's more than one side to everyone.
right.
You know, don't just assume that somebody is a pushover or something. Like I tell people all the time, don't let this smile fool you. I have other sides.
Right.
Right.
Trust me. Don't try to presume that I'm just one person. This is who I am the most of the time. This is who I like being. I don't like being the other me. I call her Trina. When you set her off,
She's ratchet, right? She's
that
good.
is not nice. And there's been some people who have seen it and they're like, I didn't even know you could get that upset. Oh yeah, don't play with me.
Yeah.
There's things that there's triggers for me. Like don't do certain things.
That's it. Yeah. The triggers.
Listen.
Those triggers are something else. When they really tell you people have triggers, you should really pay attention. And it's one of the reasons I just like to sit back and watch people. So you know how to handle them. You just can't handle everybody the same way. And because people with triggers are dangerous folk. They'll snap out. They'll go back.
I have a question for the panel. So do you think that sometimes the way that women connect has to do with that? Maybe a trigger for a personality trait that's of somebody that they have come into contact with, that they've had to sever that relationship, and so when they see someone with those character traits, they just immediately
Draw to that person. Yeah.
no, they actually I'm opposite. I actually draw away. I will close you out. You are not you cannot enter. There is a wall.
I think with me, with
Mhm.
certain triggers, if
Yeah.
I see somebody that I'd be like, yo, maybe I can help them, I would try to help them. But
Yeah.
if I see that they don't want that help or they don't see a reality to why they need to change, then I leave that person alone.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
9 out of 10, Billy be like, yo, just leave it alone. They too old for that. You need to ignore that person. I have one best friend. I told Carpet about her. Yo, she's a hot mess, and Billy gets frustrated every time I speak to her because it brings a character out of me, and and it continues on to him, and he'd be like, "That's not my wife. Turn that off.
Mhm.
Come back to reality."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's you're right, Gina. Like I've seen it a couple of times in me, and I'm like, why is it? And it's like it's like a trauma bonding, but it's like you couldn't put your finger on it, but
Mhm.
now when you're older, you're like, yeah, there was something about it that was familiar that you didn't
Mm-hmm.
want
Yeah,
to be a part of anymore. So you
Mhm.
kind of push them away. And no matter
Mm-hmm.
how you push, they come like they latch on, they find you.
Yes.
Complete strangers will like come to you and it's like, why are they coming to me? I'm not friendly. Like, why are you coming to me? But that's that
Mm-hmm.
they have that familiarity
Mm-hmm.
that they can see a mile away, and it's like, yeah, I need to shake this off of me. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Yeah.
right.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I usually get a lot of damage. I hate to use that word, but people that have been through things, they
Hmm.
attach to me easily, and I just accept it at this point because there's no point in fighting it. But I have learned how to separate and step back when it's not healthy for me, because some
Right.
people like being in their trauma. They don't want to
Yes.
do the work to get out of it,
Yes.
and that for me is a clear sign that now I have to go, because I still have to deal with my own stuff. But at the end of the day, when I do get into my moods, I back off of everybody. Like, you won't see me, because I know if I present myself right now to everybody, they're gonna be like, "She's crazy. Like, why is she so? Why is she doing that? That's so not like Carmen." But yeah, I know what's gonna happen, so I kind of see, ahead of time, and I try to deal with that. But usually, when people have trauma, they gravitate to somebody where they feel safe.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
probably a safe person for that person, even though they might drive you the hell crazy.
Yeah.
They feel safe being around you, whether it's comfortable. Even if you like, sometimes they'll just come and sit and don't say nothing, just sit there. You're like, so you just want to sit? Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Continue doing my work, and they just, you got to let them be who they are. But yeah, it's crazy. And sometimes you see, when you look at them without them knowing that you're looking, you see a whole different side to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When their guards are down, you see how they're struggling. You see, the stuff that they're dealing with, how they would probably be if they weren't so caught up with the trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they're not willing to change you, I feel like that's when I need to be blunt to let them know you have this ultimatum. It's either you change to stay in a circle, or you just gonna have to go your way because you're sucking life out of me. And
Yeah.
that's one thing that I'm not willing to let other people do, is
Mm-hmm.
suck energy out of me if you're not willing to
Hmm.
change.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Mhm. But I mean, people with past or trauma or things like that, they kind of build those walls up because that's where they feel safe. So
Mm-hmm.
step out of that, it takes a lot of work. When I said, do I have the energy to walk this person through this? It's a lot, because
Yeah.
you kind of gotta hold their hand sometimes and be like, yeah, listen, keep going, go to therapy. Another thing, people don't like to go to therapy. Therapy is great. It will help you get your mind together, organize a lot of things, help you see things differently, or perceive them, or rearrange them in your thought pattern, so that you don't take it so personal, or you don't take it as a end all be all thing. Like, you can actually work through that problem.
Right.
Hmm.
Our a lot of, I think, everyday people now, we all need therapy, between the wars, between the food, between the inflation, losing your home, your jobs. Like, we're all in distress at this point, and we're
Right.
just we're managing to survive, and it really hasn't hit hard as yet. Some people might, because there's some people that, they're living off of their preps at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people going through things, and I think YouTube is a great place for people to come together and blow off some steam. There's also a dangerous place when you have bullies. You have people that'll pick on somebody or isolate somebody for whatever reason
Yeah.
the case may be. It's
Right.
enough going through that in person, just get online and have to deal with that is
Mhm.
not how people deal with it.
Right.
That's true.
I don't know. I just watch a lot of things, and you can see the clicks, you can see dismissiveness towards other women from other women, and we really shouldn't be like that. When I look at all the females that I've watched on here, they all bring something to the table that's amazing.
Right.
And some women are a little bit more submissive. Not I don't want to use submissive, more shy. They may not be able to come out there and just do what everybody else does.
Right.
Mhm.
Sometimes those are the people you got to nurture a little bit, like give them a little push. Hey sis, be welcoming when you come in, when somebody comes in. How you doing, whatever. And I noticed that in a lot of chats, which I think is great. We just need to show each other a little bit more humanity and kindness and understanding. We're gonna fight, that's without a doubt.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
from the women point of view, I think we need to embrace all our little sisters, all our elders, and all the rest of us that's trying to keep both parties alive.
Right.
Support each other. I mean,
Yeah.
if we disagree in the most ladylike way, I guess, if you can, if that's the energy you're dealing with, because sometimes we don't deal with the same energy that we have,
Right.
and they might go left, but let's not let it linger on and put everybody's business out there. And this is what his underwear look like, and this is what this is what she look like. Let's not do that. That's so ass backwards at this point. I mean,
Yeah. Or slick this and
Hudson has a question. I don't know if you saw it, Erica. Hudson has a question.
Mhm.
Okay.
It says, have you ever met someone or just met someone and they give you attitude? Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think I was that girl too. I don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
No reason. Women are I've learned are terrible. We think men are terrible. Women work in packs. This is the difference with men and women.
Very
Women work
right.
in packs, dog packs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not in the pack, they can make your life living hell.
Mhm.
Right.
Just sharpen up them claws, Katie. Get it.
Yeah. So you gotta find a pack real quick if you're the new person or you just came to that new school or that new area, whatever the reason is, you have to find a pack real quick.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Otherwise, you better sharpen your knives and your forks, whatever, because they're coming for you. Just because you're new or just because you look a certain way or they think you're like my always said to me, you think you're so nice, you think you're so this, you think you're so that. No, I don't. I'm just not going to be a pushover neither. You think
Right.
you're just so cocky. I'm not cocky,
Yeah.
but they thought I was cocky, so that was like they ran with that narrative, and that was it.
Mhm.
Right.
So I figured, okay, just be ready to fight. That's the only other option I had. Because I
That-
wasn't
that
really in
was-
a clique per se. I was more of a loner, but that
Yeah.
hasn't really changed much.
Yeah. I never liked bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a thing for me. And learning to stand on your own is not a bad thing. Learning to be in your own presence, even when there's a pack of people that don't like you. Standing your ground will teach you how to be mentally strong in a lot of things.
Mhm.
Might be a little crazy, but that's okay. You're gonna need that crazy sooner or later. I'm either or. I could run with a crew of people, or I could just be by myself.
Yes.
At the
Don't
end,
let people put you in a box. Don't make them. I don't like clicks.
yeah,
I don't. Don't put me in a box. That's why you see me all over these. I see y'all all over these YouTube
Right.
streams. We be in all kind of channels,
yep,
like all kind of different channels. Don't put me in a box of
Right.
just what you see
mm-hmm.
on my channel that you might see me doing. No, I'm not in a box. I don't. I go and see what other people are doing. I'm going to support other people. That's just how I am.
Right.
But I don't like that. I'm like that everywhere. I'm like that at work. Don't try to click up with me and we're lunch buddies and all that. No, I I don't do all that. I don't like it.
That was me. In school, everybody wanted to be my friend, but I didn't want to be nobody's friend. That was just me. Like my friends would be at my house before I get home, and I'd be like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah, like I left you at school for a reason. I left you there.
Yeah, like leave. Like we see each other in school. I don't need to see you after school unless we're doing sports, and it's it was what it. My mom used to be like, "Why you like that? Why you don't? All these people like you. I don't like them. I don't like them." And I used to have to tell this one girl, always showed up. Like, why? I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like your parents.
Wow.
Something. I was mean. And my mom was
wow, Erica.
I just didn't like the girl. I gave
I
her
don't like your dog. I don't like your house. I don't
I didn't like your parents. I don't want you over here. Why do you continue to come here? And then she was like, but you're my only friend. I don't like you. She was there the next day. And I was just like, Jesus.
You can't get rid of her, man.
What's her name? I'll be her friend. You're so mean, Erica. Now, Erica mean.
I know I am mean.
It's not me, it's her.
I feel like I like my space. If I want
Erica has a time limit. And once you go over her time limit, I'm the same way. You need to
I am like that.
Like you need to leave. At 8 p.m. if you're not out my house, it's gonna be a problem. And it's like people don't read the room, they don't read the body language. Like I'm kind of tired of you.
Oh my god!
Already, like I'm boiling the kettle. I'm kind of putting on my slippers. I'm getting like get out, like leave.
I'm that person. I'm going to the front door. So yeah, you want to start walking? You want me to walk you halfway?
Like a boyfriend. Like yeah, you're not staying over. Like you can go now. Like yeah, we're not cohabitating. Like yeah.
Monique,
Cinderella, go home now, bye-bye. Get your slippers and go.
Guys, I'm not mean. She was always in my space. If I seen you in school and then you beat me to my own household, there's an issue. How you know
you're right?
Friend, just with a friend. That's what I mean. Some people, gravitate to somebody just because nobody else will pay them any mind. I think that's my problem. I just want to love everybody, right? Yeah. All right, you good? What's going on?
Yeah.
I do need my space too. And I know when I need my space, I'll just get up and leave. Like, I don't care what it is. I'll go for a walk. You can stay in the house if you want to. I just need 5 minutes to myself. I don't have a problem taking that, but I just think that there's a lot going on in this world. And when you got to read people don't say what's wrong with them. You might get a few, but there's people when you see them just hanging around, there's a reason. There's, sit down and talk to them. Just be like, yo, you good? What's going on? You keep walking past this office every 5 minutes.
I knew her problem. That was the point of me not liking her and her family.
And that's why she was sticking with you. Sometimes when you have a strong personality and you have somebody that's in chaos, they need somebody to help straighten them out a little bit.
Yeah, to make things look clearer.
Yeah. And sometimes you need somebody who's direct, like, hey, chick, that's wrong. Stop doing that. That's not what you. Right? It is what it is. I don't know. It's just a lot. I think as females, we're stronger if we unite together and support. Men will argue with each other and fight and go drink beers after. We like, I'm taking out her children from the next bloodline.
You're right, they will.
That's serious.
We're too serious. We have to chill. Yeah. We don't have to be best friends. We don't have to be besties. We can just be civil.
Well,
but
the thing too, though, men argue different than women. Women cut. We know how to cut.
Deep.
Men, they just kind of surface argue or banter back and forth. But we come a little deeper.
Yeah. We want to hurt.
And that's why it's hard to just walk away from it, because the person who you done cut is that's replaying in their head that this person just said this, and they knew this was gonna hurt.
Now, one thing that I do that Carbon hates is that for me to understand somebody, I will ask 101 questions, just so when I do flip, you understand. I asked 101 questions before I flip.
I asked you for clarity. I'm like that too, though.
Right. I'm like, so you think that was a good idea?
I want to make sure I'm clear.
Did you think that I was going to be okay with this? Okay. So now when I put my hands on you, you still going to think this was okay? You still thought about it? Oh, okay. Because I hope you thought about that part.
Mhm.
Erica wants you to be clear why she's beating
Right.
you up before she beats
She
you
would-
up.
She
But
would
she can't say nothing about the beat down. She's like, see, it makes sense to you, right? Pound, pound, pound.
Yes.
insult to injury, right? She's like, admit that you were dumb and then come on and get your point.
Listen,
Well,
I can
she
be that
said
way.
it 50 times. See, this is what she did. Now I need her to clarify this. Okay, I know.
I just need to know this is why I'm mad. Like I want to make sure this is the
Yes,
reason
that
why
I
he
didn't
did this.
misunderstand what was
Right.
being said or done. Let's just be clear.
Right.
Mhm.
So now you're telling me that I'm thinking correctly. Now it's a problem.
Right.
Now it's confirmed it's a problem.
Right. And when I say, hey, all right, now you want to catch these hands, I hope you understood that part because it's coming. There's nothing else to talk about. No, let's not justify it when these hands start swinging. Let's not be like old time out. But in some, no, I asked 100 questions now. I ain't gonna stop. Not, I can't stop now. We're not gonna talk about it. No.
Ah,
Yeah, I know.
and that's true. Some men do act like women.
This
Oh,
is
yeah, they're
That's true. They gossip like we do. They do all those things, but
no,
they
they're
usually,
the biggest gossips.
yeah.
Yes.
I think with the newer generation are more gossipy than the old. Like the older generation to me, they don't talk. You be like, can
No,
you
they don't talk. They just
anything
play
out?
cards. Yeah.
Like, don't
The
worry about
young
it.
ones, they give you the tea, the sugar, the cup. They serve it all. I'm like, you guys are worse. Like they gossip.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't you know? And I didn't even have to ask. They just give you the tea. I'm like, you guys are really like 227. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting on the
Wait,
stoop
we
getting
can't
all
even
the
see
tea,
you.
getting all the gossip.
Getting the tea. Where your teacup at, Billy?
I know what my teacup.
Hey, Ruth.
They be sipping it and stirring it and just spreading
Right. It's crazy.
Oh,
Women are worse. They're more savage when they do fight. Like you can see guys duke it out and they'll go for it. But women, wow. I mean, snatch your ball, chop your face up. Like I've seen some stuff and I'm just like, damn, I know you don't like it, but damn, like it has to go to that extent.
It's
Like
getting worse. Like some of the things that I've
very
seen,
brutal.
like you see these things on the news where there's a group of girls who go on a trip, or there was a situation with some women who had like a sleepover, grown women,
Yeah.
Oh yes.
and they set one of them up just for whatever reason, and they bring harm to them, and it's like,
Yeah.
when did this become us,
I don't know.
and for what reason? Like,
Friends used to step in and break up fights, be like, hey, chill, don't do that. Like
Right.
it was you can argue. You always had two friends in the group that never got along, but everybody else kept them at bay.
yeah,
Now they'll turn that camera on because it'll give them clicks and views to see you get that jacked up. And that girl, wasn't it? Did they slam her and broke her neck or something like that?
which one?
Right. She went away with the friends and the best friends took her.
Oh yeah, that was
Well,
her name. Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot her name, but
Mexico or something or.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And she paid for her friends to go there with her.
mind blowing.
I've been that friend that have paid for friends to be able to hang out, and I actually have severed a friendship after a situation like that from some stuff that happened. And I'm like, and it was a long-term friendship, like from high school. But like Corbin said, when somebody that you care about does something,
Yeah.
I just pushed away.
Right.
Right.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, you'll never get that opportunity again. First time,
Mm-hmm.
shame on you. Second time, shame on me. So there won't be a second time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. When we go, let's talk about. And we're talking about women cheating, right? We always want to attack the other woman and not your partner. Like, I get it, you're mad at her, but really, honestly, when you sit down and think about it, like, how did this happen?
Mhm.
Now, if he comes forth and he was like, listen, I was telling her no, she just kept bothering me and kept, like, because some women will harass a man until he throw his drawers on the table and be like, fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. you gotta know what you're dealing with. But for the most part, instead of just attacking each other, just have a conversation. Those conversations where you okay, I'll give you a personal experience. So my friend introduced me to this guy. This was a while ago. So we're talking. We agreed to go on a date. We were actually gonna go that Friday, right? So his wife calls me 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, "Hello." She's
Oh
like,
Lord, oh Lord.
"Oh, how do you know my man?" I said, "First of all, who's your man?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I know him." And she was like, "Oh, I'm his wife." I was like, "Oh, that's news to me." I was like, "Because when I spoke to him, he didn't have a wife."
Mhm.
So she's like, "Oh, he does have a wife, and he's just using you." And I was like, "Well, listen here, miss. I'm about to go out with him on Friday. You want to come?
Mhm.
And we can square this away." I said, "Because he's not my problem. He's your problem. You're married to him.
Right.
He's not here telling me that he only has 2 kids and he's single.
Mhm.
He has 4 children with me. That's not my problem, ma'am. That would be your problem and him. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not the bad guy. Like, if you want to come and go ahead and sit
Yeah.
on a date and let him explain to both of us what the hell is going on, like, I'm all game for that too. Like, I'm with the shits.
Mhm.
Do it.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Don't be mad at me. Be mad at him. He's single
Yeah.
in bed with 2 kids when he got four.
Yeah.
I said, how's that?
Yeah.
Yep. I've been there too. I've been on both sides of the equation. And it's like the way you step to people is kind of like telling. So, people know like if you're the wife, oh, you're pissed off, you're frustrated, but you
Mhm.
have to approach people respectfully, say, listen,
Right.
like excuse my tone. I'm a bit irritated and pissed off, understandably, but I just want to understand the frame of how this thing works. Because in
Mhm.
Carbon scenarios, like she didn't know, but then some of these hoes would be like, yeah,
Right.
and then start stirring the pot and start getting you hot, hot, hot. And
Right.
then it's like you forget that it's him for a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
minute. Cause like, okay, I got time for one more beat down. So let me just divert to you for a minute, give you the beat down.
Right.
And when I come back now, I'm gonna be well ready to
Right.
give him the beat down.
That's right.
So I got time today. But sometimes
Yeah.
these girls are just so disrespectful with it
Mm-hmm.
and whatever, and why you calling my phone and blah 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 blah. Hold on. I came to you respectfully. I said good evening, good afternoon. I
Mm-hmm.
introduced myself. I went through the whole protocol and I'm letting you know the situation. I'm not blaming you. I want to know the facts from your perspective so I know how to move accordingly.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
And I would lay a trap. Okay, we'll both meet up at the restaurant at X day, X
That's
time, and I'll be in the bathroom when Carbon sits down. I'm sitting whatever. I'll be right out there coming.
mm-hmm.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
a meeting.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
you know her?
hey.
You know
Yeah.
her? Like, I brought my friend with me. What's going? Like, you don't have to lie. Don't lie.
Because we've been in this game too long. We all know how this thing works. And if you give them a chance, they're gonna lie and squeeze up the lie.
Yeah.
And oh, I didn't know. And they lie, they lie, they lie, they lie.
Right.
So
Yeah.
women should know how to move, but we're too busy fighting and arguing and oh,
Yeah.
you ugly, oh, you fat, oh, your weave ain't done good, and
Yeah.
oh, blah, blah, blah. It's like,
Why?
hold on a second here.
Right.
Yeah.
Why am I fighting a married woman for a married man? Like, it's right
Exactly.
to say, like, you got to go home with her, right? Like, what are you
It
gonna
don't
do?
make no sense. The same dirt he did to the wife, he's gonna do to you as well. So
Right.
That part.
who's smarter than
Be
all
on
that?
your insurance, not me. Like, y'all go ahead with that. And the 4 kids. Bye. I'm not doing
One
that.
I had 7 kids. I'm like,
Right.
what? He
Wow.
went from 2 to 7.
He
I'm like,
has
okay, time to go.
time.
Time to go.
You
You
got
ain't got no money.
right. I don't know. So like sometimes when you see it's weird. You see somebody who's single, you're like, oh, something's wrong with them. No, it's not. Like I'm picky with my socks. So at the end of the day, I have to weed through a lot
And
of
yet
stuff.
Mhm.
Hudson's right. They know about the other women. There's women who
Right.
like that. They like to
Sometimes,
be
a lot
number
of
two.
times they do.
They like to be number two. But
Absolutely. I mean,
they play it cool, not out here being so obnoxious and rude about it. But when they're, you know, disrespectful with it, jeez.
right.
Right. I it's funny you said that because this morning I seen a Instagram post where the side chick was like, "Listen, I I let him go home every day, but he damn sure pays my bills for me to stay silent. My refrigerator is full because I'm silent. I play my position because I'm silent." And I'm sitting here like, "What the hell?" She
Yep.
was just like, and I'm taking that shit all the way to the grave. And I was like, okay. And you just posting this. We just okay with posting this. I'm like, okay. All right, girl. I ain't even mad at you.
What's wrong with people is that they think that nobody's gonna know the person, ever figure out who they're talking. If people want to know in this day, if you're on
Right.
social media, ain't nobody not Googleable in some capacity.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
you just take, women are detectives, so we just take little pieces. Like
Super.
if we find your Facebook, then we'll find some people that's connected to you on
Oh,
Facebook.
good.
It's like a whole
You just gotta see
puzzle.
this
Don't play
big
with
list.
us.
That's
Don't play with
Corbin's.
us. By the
Great.
Right.
time we done, we know where your mama live at, where you
Mhm.
grew up, if
Right.
you married or not, what your kids' names are, what hospitals they were born at.
I'm telling
We
you.
know it.
So,
Billy was in Shot Show and he was in somebody else's video. And he showed me the video, but I blew it up and I was searching around of it. Like, I know. So you was here at this time on this day? Okay. But let me find somebody else's video and you was in it and you were standing next to I'm gonna have some questions, Billy.
Really. Mhm. Hey, Sophia. Yeah, but sometimes we shouldn't be arguing with each other. We should actually be
Yeah.
sitting and talking about girl, girl,
Right.
girl.
So how do you guys feel about
Mhm.
say that I tell Gina a secret and I'd be like, hey, don't share it with anybody else in the clique, but she feels like Urban, you and Carbon should know about it. Should I be mad at Gina and be like, yo, I can't confide in you anymore?
Right, girl.
I think so, because
Mhm.
Gina should convey
Kept her
to
mouth shut.
you
Mhm.
how important she thinks it is for Carbon and Urban to know, and try to talk to you about sharing that with them as well.
Mhm.
Not go behind you and share that when you, because that breaks that confidence with that person.
Mhm.
Right.
No matter what, if it was for just, this goes back to what we did the bunker thing. Even if it's done for a good reason,
Mhm.
Right.
the outcome of it can still be detrimental. So
Mhm.
no, it's not okay to me.
It's not okay, but I'm
In my
sure
opinion.
we all know girls like in a clique, nobody can keep their mouth. Like
Right.
I tell my friend something, and I know the other two are going to hear about it. I think it's just automatic. So I have to be careful what I tell that friend because
Mhm.
I know it's going to reach the rest of the four. But at the same time, I think people who hear things secondhand, like if Gina told me in Carbon, I shouldn't be repeating it back. But Erica knew that Gina told me. Like you have to have some kind of common sense, and that's a bit lacking. I would never say anything 'cause I know that Gina and Erica would have a problem now because she knows it's spreading. So
Mhm.
someone has to stop repeating the story. I don't. I
Yeah.
usually don't repeat nothing. Like you'll hear it 20 years after the fact.
Right.
You
Mhm.
knew? Yeah, I did. Like I'm not gonna say it because
Yeah, good.
there's no there's no point of me saying anything because it's gonna cause a problem.
Right.
So I don't really. I keep it in the circle. I don't carry it anywhere else.
Yeah. See, for me, that's
But
the
yeah,
benefit of having a husband. Like we said, husbands like the tea. So they
Right.
get to hear, my husband gets to hear the stuff. So I'm not spreading it to other people because they ain't gonna never say nothing.
Right.
You know,
Sometimes
you just feel like you need to
sometimes
get it out.
yeah, sometimes it's a problem that you need somebody to help you figure it out. You're like, listen, I just need you. What is your opinion on this? Like, what do you think would be the next course of action? So it's good
Yeah.
to have a husband.
Yeah.
God.
Because
That's
I
right.
know it ain't going no further than that because he really don't care. He's just listening because I need to talk about it. So yeah.
but yeah, I don't repeat. I don't really repeat stuff. It's just not worth. It's not worth it to me. I'm not really one of those gossiping people. I don't like to know what's going on. I don't really. I don't want to know.
Well, for me, it
Hey,
depends.
Hudson,
Hey,
how are
Hudson.
you?
Hi.
I'm trying to turn off my volume on the other thing. I just got off work when I got into this job. But when it's more than two women, say it's 4, 5, 6, whatever, it's somebody that's been closer to the other group. You get what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like me and Gina might have a better relationship than the other four,
Right.
or
Mhm.
Erica might have a better relationship with Urban, where you feel more. It's like human nature. Somebody go say something, because in high school, I remember it was a group of 3 girls, right? And one girl would go and talk about the other girl to girl B, and then she would go talk about girl B to girl C, and then they end up like jumping her because she was talking about both of them. It was crazy, but yeah, I've been in a real group, because my group of high school friends, we call each other sisters. And I mean, it's like siblings. You sometimes when your sister get on your nerves, you go talk about her.
Right.
So to me, it's human nature. It's just human nature.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my point.
It depends. If you're doing something that's life threatening to you or bad for your health, I'm telling the whole crew, hey, you know what she's doing? She's smoking crack. In her bag is crack. That bag right there. I'm telling you.
Now that's
Right.
different.
There's certain things that, you know, sometimes you could be a group of friends and some people gravitate to another person because their thinking is, you know, they don't feel judged, because sometimes you do have friends that are judgy,
Right.
you know, judge you on everything, and sometimes you just need to talk. So it
Yeah.
depends
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you're taking in a lot.
But y'all have a wonderful day. I'm about to go get
Thank you.
thank you for letting me come up.
You're welcome. Anytime, Hudson.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Gwen.
agree. If it's something bad like that, I'm going to tell the person, like I would be telling Erica, I understand you don't want me to say anything, but no,
Yeah.
we need the power of everyone
Yes. I
to
do.
handle this.
My
Like,
friends that keep their kids from the father, we always get into it. I'll be like, you're wrong
child,
for doing
I
that.
got one of those.
I
Yeah.
something I don't like. I said, because it's not about you, it's about the kid, and the kid needs both parents. There's mother love, there's father love, and you denying that child because you mad at him, that's your business. That's not the child's business. Let the baby be with the father.
Right.
Especially if the father want to be with the, you know, the child. Like,
That's
stop.
the thing. You got a father, when you have a father wanting to be present.
Mhm.
I have a friend that's like that, and I'm like, it's gonna bite you in the butt.
It is.
Yeah.
If she won't listen, she just do what
Yeah.
she want to do.
Yeah. Like,
You're gonna deal with the consequences later, because those kids grow up and they gonna know some things.
they start putting
Right.
2 and 2 together, and the father sit down, or mother, but it can go vice versa.
Mhm.
You're like, I did try, and your mother refused to let you, or your father refused to let me see you. Like, that's not cool. You let the
Right.
kids have their parents. That's the reason you had a kid, right?
Mhm.
It is what it is.
People don't have they don't want to hear from friends who are honest and telling them the hard truth sometimes, and then they
True.
pull away. But it's like, if this is going to jeopardize a friendship, then so be it, because I'm not going to lie to
Mhm.
keep the friendship, and when you're wrong, and you need to
Mhm.
know that you're wrong. And
Yeah.
I've had that as well. It's like, no, like, you need to mature. You and him are done, and you need to grow up.
Mhm.
And that's not grown woman behavior.
Absolutely.
And you're
Okay.
gonna you're gonna pay for it. And when the child got older and it's a boy child and behavioral issues,
Right.
you can't handle it.
Mhm.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
I had another friend. She used abortion like it was birth control.
I've had that too.
Told her, and I was like,
Yep.
I said, don't call me with this no more. I said, because you're irresponsible. I said, you're an adult, you can do what you want to do, but this is not a form of birth control. You know, first of all, you're putting your body through a whole lot.
Whole lot.
You deal with religiously or whatever you believe in, that's for you to walk down that path. But at the end of the day, I don't think what you're doing is right. When there's so many options for you to prevent that,
Right.
both of you, not just her, like, you need to stop doing it, and you need to stop letting him do that.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
you understand, you look crazy every 5 minutes. One of us gotta go with you because you gotta go take care of some business. I said, I'm not doing it.
Mhm.
Good
Right.
luck. You know, good luck with that. And it was, my very good friend, love her to death, but it's just not something I do. I'm not gonna condone that. I don't like it. I don't think it's right. In that instant, you know, you could have prevented this several times,
Mhm.
Right.
and you chose not to. So have at
So
it.
between you ladies, how many friends do you have that you've had since like your young years,
So
your
young
elementary
years.
or junior high or high school?
I have I have two. I have two. No, I have three. I have three. One of them, if she when she out of jail, we cool. When she out,
Sorry.
I'm being straight up. When she out of jail, we cool. We click. I don't do commissary. I'm not writing letters, so we not cool.
I was not. I wasn't.
I wasn't expecting that. Was she out of jail?
Sometimes those friends are good friends to have, though.
Right. But she's grown, but she chooses not to change her life, and she just stays in that cycle, and she knows that I'm not for it.
Mhm.
But she's a good person. But like I tell her, like, yo, when you go back in the inside, because you only stay out for a good year or two, then I see you when you get back out. My other friend, I speak to her. I say I try to speak to her once every few months. She she she's a handful. She is a handful. She comes with the drama, and like I said, Billy hates when I speak to her. And then I just got another friend that me and her just we speak. Even if we don't speak, we still check on each other to make sure we're good and stuff like that. But yeah.
I think I have three left. Yeah, three. I had to cut off quite a bit because I'm always that friend that's always there, and I didn't feel that it was really being reciprocated, and I got sick of it, and I kind of got salty, and then we kind of had an explosive, and I said, you know what, I'm kind of done. Like if you need me and it's an urgent matter, like I'm there, but I'm kind of done because you guys are just selfish, and I'm done with it. So I have three left, but they're kind of on shaky ground right now.
Right.
It's just people are very selfish, and when you call them on it, that's a whole other problem.
Right.
Mhm.
And I don't expect you to be on my phone every day or we're there together every day because we all have busy lives. But when you see that you're always the one pouring out to them and it's not, nothing's coming back, not even a little bit, yeah, you got to go.
Yeah, I'm like that with my family. If I gotta constantly reach out to my family, listen.
Yeah.
It's at a point where they be like, "Oh, we only see you during funerals or weddings." Well, you made it that way.
Yeah.
I did what I did, and I did what I had to do as a family member. But it's but so much that I'm gonna take. I see you when I see you.
That's how it is. Same thing. Yeah. And it's like, why are you so distant? I'm like, I put forth a lot of effort trying to keep that conversation and keep that connection. And it
Right.
was just me. It's like you're pulling teeth. So now I'm done. And they're like, well, what about, I don't need to tell you my business. I don't need to keep up to date with what's going on. I don't need to pretend that I like you or I want to hear your stories. I don't have to do it
Right.
anymore. So Christmas
Right.
was very different this year because they're like, who is this girl? Yeah, this is the new me. Get used to it
Right.
because I'm not pulling teeth. I'm not trying to forge a relationship that you guys didn't want for all these years. I'm just here for the food, and I'll see you next year.
Not for just the food, Urban.
I'm
Damn.
here for the food. The ham. I'm here for the this, and then I'll see you. I didn't say it that crass, but that was pretty much it. I had to really it took a lot out of me to get to go through that whole. And I tried to keep out of everything, and they trying to bring me in. I'm like,
Right.
So yeah, I'm not like friends, family, everybody. I had to take a whole evaluation, and it's like you're not going to be friends to get from people. I'm not saying that like you're not using people, but when you take a look at like okay, you're always giving either money, emotion, time. You're trying to reach out to them with ideas. They're not listening to you. You give them tips on life. They're not listening to you. You're always bailing them out, literally bailing them out of jam or of problems. You're taking them in. They go back to the abusive man. Like it's always something. It's
Right.
like, you know what? I can't. Like I'm done.
Broken.
Yeah.
Yep. I hear
But
you.
now that you're done, they're upset. It's like, well, you've had 10, 15, 20 years of this. You haven't done anything different. Why am I going to keep on the same merry-go-round? It doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
So
I have
let me
5 female friends, lifelong, and about 6 males that I know.
Wow.
Even if we don't speak to each other in a year, if we pick up the phone and be like, "Yo, I need you," they're coming through.
that go back that far though? That go back like
Yeah, over 20 years from high
okay.
school. I can't. I mean, not from high school. From like junior high and stuff. I can't even remember. Like, oh my
Mhm. But I mean, from your school days, yeah.
God.
So from high school.
Yeah, I
Oh
have
wow.
friends from high school that
Yeah.
who
That's
wants to.
really good. You're I can see that though because I can tell you're like you probably let a lot of things like just don't you don't allow it to sever those
I don't
friendships.
know those people yet. Like I have wild friends. I have like nerdy friends. I have a whole bunch of different types of friends. I just let them be who they are. Like if
Mhm.
we do
Mhm.
something that I don't like, we usually have a conversation about it. And
Mhm.
as time goes on, you move away, people move away. But once in a blue, you'll get the phone call, "Hey, what's going on?" And it's just like
Mhm.
you were talking yesterday. You just have that bond. I played a lot
Yeah.
of sports, and like I still get people that call me and be like, "Yo, you still do this?" Nope.
Mhm.
But at the end,
Yeah.
it's good. Um, yep. I'm just not one of those friends that call you every day.
Mhm.
Sometimes I get a feel it and I'll call you, and usually it's when I'm supposed to call you. Something happened, and it's like, "What's going on?" Oh man, how did you know to call? That's how I connect.
Mhm.
And so at the end of the day,
Right.
yeah, it works for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Billy has a question. Billy
Mhm.
said, "Do you try to have friends on the same financial level as yourself? Like, do you not try to hang out with friends that's always needing financially from you?"
Not really. I mean,
If it's a new friend, then yeah, I don't want leeches. So
mhm.
Right.
if it's a new friends that you're meeting, then I'm not really because they're so I just
Yeah.
been through too much. I can't be bothered anymore. You end up
Mhm.
footing the bill for this and footing the bill for that, and it's like you have another dependent, and it's before you know it, so it's like if it's a new friend, nah, you have to be at a coming with a certain criteria. If it's an old time, long time, way back, I don't care. We've been through so much history that doesn't matter. But new people, I'm very particular.
I would agree with Urban on that. I really don't care about your financial status. As long as you're not a user, is my biggest thing.
Yeah.
If I see that you're a user, I won't be bothered. I mean, there's always going to be a time when somebody's, down on their luck or a little short or something like that. That's expected.
That is. But
Yeah.
if
Hmm.
you have a friend that's just always
I was gonna say I
like,
am. I have one of those. Well, I had. I shouldn't say have. She's still a friend, but she's not that way anymore. Um, who was always in a situation,
Mhm.
always in a situation, and she had 3 kids. Well, has. But at the time when she was going through all these situations, she would need to borrow from me. At the time, I was a single mom.
Right.
I wasn't where I am now. So it was like if I lent to her, you always had those situations where somebody don't
right.
call you when they supposed to, when they owe you and things like that. But
Yep.
I didn't cut her off or anything. But I was direct about, like I would get on her about being that way. Like, don't come to me and ask me for something if when time comes, even if something comes up, you call and have that conversation with me.
Mhm.
But one thing with her I did too is I finally cut her off. I made her have to feel the situation she was
Right.
in.
Mhm.
She
Right.
went through a tough love situation with me. Her sister called me once, and her sister is younger than her, and she's like, "Gee, I just can't keep doing it. I just went and bought all this food for the because the kids she didn't have no groceries for the kids to eat, yada yada yada." And I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "She hasn't called me." I said, "She's not gonna call me because she don't want to hear my mouth." I said, "So what you do is you tell her you don't have it, and that see if Gina can help you." So she did. She didn't have a choice. She didn't have nothing. She needed help,
Well,
and she called me, and I did. I did help her. Now at this time, I was with my husband. So I was telling him, what was going on with her. And I said, I'm about to go buy these groceries because I don't want those kids not eating, whatever, whatever. But after that, I said, don't call me. Don't call your sister. You get your stuff together. You are more than capable of taking care of things. You get yourself together or you're gonna be messed up. And I don't want those kids to get taken from you because you can't take care of them. And you can't. She was capable. She always had some dude living with her that didn't have a job. But your kids hungry? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So she got it. She's doing a lot better now. She actually, before I even got on this platform talking about budgeting and stuff like that, I worked with her with that years ago. She got her stuff together. She worked on her credit. But I think it took the tough love, her having to sit in somebody not bailing her out of a situation. Because if we would have just kept between me and her sister, if we would have just kept doing it, she would have just kept doing
Do it. Yeah.
You would never have changed.
Gina, let me ask you this question, which kind of segues. Say if there's a situation like that where you do have an old friend that your husband has no connection to that person, it must be the male voice. He was quiet the whole
He was
time.
like,
So is it your obligation to sit down with your husband before you attempt to help anybody? Yeah.
in my opinion,
Okay.
I have those conversations. Yes.
What do you mean? That's a good question.
I feel attacked right now.
I feel that there's a backstory, but yeah. But yeah, I think I do with Gina for sure. Any money that's leaving the household need to discuss it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do that even if it's not, even because I have money that I set aside monthly. I told you guys when I do my videos, I do the self-care. Even if it's coming from my personal self-care funds, I still have that conversation just because I'm like, telling her what's going on with the person. But yeah, we still have those conversations. But I also was going to ask too, though, you guys, have you grown out of friendships?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you still have so many, Kurt, because I'm with Urban and Erica. I have 3. They're actually not even connected. I don't hang with all. They're not even in the same. We're not all in the same circle. So I have one here, one here, one here.
That's me.
That go back that far. I mean, that go back to my grade school, high school years. But like you guys, I don't talk to them all the time. Like I connect with them. One of them I connect with her probably the most, and it might be a couple times a month. The other 2 might be once a month. One of them, actually, that's true. That's not true. One of them is maybe once a month. The other one, maybe 3 times a year. And it's no reason. We just have busy, crazy schedules where we, but when we catch up, it's like we talked every day.
Right.
But I grew out of so many other ones that I had to I was like, we're not growing the same. We're not like, I don't know. And maybe
I get it. Like my friends, the ones that I was counting weren't even the ones that I'm talking about that I've met here. Those are just ones that, been in my life for a long time. And they're not into prepping. They're not into firearms. They're not into anything that I'm into. And it has always been that way. I've always been the oddball. But I think what they like the most is that I don't care what you do. That's your like. And they learned to like that about me when they were in red bottoms. Car was in his sneakers.
That's my friends. They don't prep. I don't have any prepping friends.
I don't
personally.
Right. And I don't care. Like this is who I am. Either you love it or you don't. I think my other qualities outweigh those other things. I did have my times when I did want to get dressed up and do all of that stuff. But for the most part, no, I'm like always the laid back one. Like they're arguing and fussing and carrying on. I'm like, guys, stop. Don't do that. You shouldn't say that about her. They're just like, or anybody sick, it's like, go see Carbon. Carbon has a bag full of stuff.
Remedies.
The longest time, I just didn't know it. But I was just that friend, the one you just went to when they're, you're just not feeling good. But people grow, and I like when friends grow and they find their own, whatever makes them happy, because it just makes a happier friendship. We don't have to be carbon copies. I hate using that word, but pretty much that's what it is. Be you, be different. That's what makes them interesting to me. Who they are. Like,
Yeah, I definitely grew out of friendships, because I'm the same as Carbon. I like different people and different interests, but when you're not intrigued by what they have to say anymore, and it's not, it's like it feels like it's repetitive. It's nothing like new and interesting. It's kind of like, okay, and you keep trying and trying, but it's just not there anymore.
Yeah.
And we just kind of had to spend more time apart than together. Some of them kind of rekindle, but some of them no. They're still in like a mentality of 10 years ago, and you've kind of really evolved.
Yes.
And it's not that you have everything in common. It's just that they're still mentally behind.
Right.
It's not an intellectual thing. It's just they're not. They've had a sheltered life. Some of them so sheltered. There's been no problems. There's been no stress, no trauma. So they're still very immature in a lot of human dealings. And it's like I don't have the tolerance for that, because you're dealing with big problems over here, and they're worrying about breaking a nail over there. So it's kind of you just
Got it. Yep.
Get it.
I do.
All right, women. You find out your friend's man is cheating. She don't know.
I feel attacked.
No. Babe, I'm just asking random questions. A lot of women on the screen. Your friend's man is cheating, and you know who it is, and snitch or leave it be. Mind your business.
It depends.
Or tell.
I've lived this situation.
I've lived it, but it depends. Is it the first time you cheated?
Yes, I was at a good friend's house. The girl was pretty much like a little sister to me. She was only a couple years younger, but she was my friend's sister. And we were hanging out over there, and I walk in, and my friend's boyfriend is over there.
Ooh.
With his cousin. He wasn't there for her, but he was there with his cousin. I knew his cousin because we went to high school together. But I was like, it was him and it was three guys all together. So it was the guy I knew from high school, my friend's boyfriend, and this other guy. So I'm like, this don't look right. It almost looked like they came, like her friends was going to be there, and him and his friends came.
Right.
So I pulled her to the side, the friend, and I said, hey, what they here for? Are you somebody supposed to be coming over to meet them? She said, yeah. She told me the friends that were coming. I was like, oh. So I made sure he knew he saw me. I spoke and everything, like, hey, how you doing? Da 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 da. I wanted to give him the opportunity to tell him himself. He did too. Because if he didn't, then yes, I am telling my friend.
Right.
Absolutely I am. But I gave him the opportunity to do it himself, to go to her and tell her. He didn't tell her that I seen him. He just told her what he had done and what was going on. And I was like, that's to me your opportunity. Don't think because I don't say nothing right away, and my friend doesn't say something to you right away that I'm not going to tell her. I'm giving you the opportunity to be a man and tell her yourself what the heck you just did. And he did, but had he not, sure enough, I would have told him.
Right.
Sure enough.
And Canajan, I think I'm saying it wrong. Canajan, thank you. Appreciate having you here. Welcome. I agree with with Gina, because I'm gonna sit right at your table and be like, "How you doing?" What else? Because that's not my friend.
That's not my friend.
Right. That has to be my good friend, like my good friend.
Right.
Not an associate.
Was
something I think you have to figure out on your own. But my good friend, like my sister, like my girl, like girl, like I'm gonna be like,
right.
Hold on,
you're right, Carbon. If it's somebody,
where you at? Because look who's here.
Look, we gonna go live, girl.
I would have called my friend. Meet me here right now.
Because you
just come here right now.
I'm dealing with the tears after, so we gonna deal with this together.
Yep.
Who are you? Why you here? How you know him? Oh, do you know his girlfriend? Right. I'm gonna have to do it because that's my good girlfriend. Then I gotta look at my girlfriend and be like, girlfriend, so I ask you something, right? But you can't get mad. And so of course she's gonna get mad. She's gonna be pissed. But now you put me in a situation where now I'm holding you against my friend.
Not happening.
My girl comes first. I get it.
girl
Rolls
comes
over
first.
holes, chicks over dicks, all of that. I get it. We feel the same
But
way.
that's my friend. You're not.
It's my friend.
See, I agree with Donna though. If they're just dating, I'm
Right.
like, girl, cut him loose. Cut him
I'm
loose.
gonna say that too. But
This
I'm
is where
gonna
he
tell
at,
her.
and this is who he with.
Right.
That's
I'm
why I
really
asked
upset 'cause
Billy
I'm
what's the parameters of the question, because it all depends. Because it depends. Because if it's
Right.
someone I know a situation when I was in way back,
Did you
and
be
I
coy?
saw a
No, we
guy.
not coy.
I saw him in Detroit. This just tells you we live in Toronto. I saw him in Detroit with another chick, but I didn't assume that that was a side chick. And I saw the fear in his eye, but I didn't really take it in clearly until after. So he had extra. He had like 6 months extra.
Uh-oh.
But then when the side chick's friend and I were working at the same office and we put 2 and 2 together, then we both had to tell each of our friends. But I didn't go and run and say, "Oh, I'm gonna catch him at a no. He
No.
saw me, I saw him. I left it alone and let it, let it play out itself. And it played out itself. Because had I told her, it would have gotten me in trouble. Because it's he said, she said. He could have had a backstory. I didn't know I had more information when I told her. But they'll get found out.
Yeah.
I don't run and tell all the time. I take a picture. I send a text.
Right.
You know where your person
That's
is.
telling.
I
That's
took a picture. I took a picture of them and I zoomed in, click, send. I didn't say nothing.
Right.
And
I
let
just
them do what they want to do, because you end up in this hot sauce and you don't want to be in it.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes the person already knows something's going on.
Mhm.
Just give them the evidence and stay out of it. Because some people,
But
Mhm.
I was just gonna
I
say, I
think
feel
it's-
like a friend that you know who would be okay, like that you already know, done been through some stuff and they done let some stuff go on and they just nothing's gonna happen. That's not the friend we're talking about. We're talking about the friend
In love.
that you know this friend. You know that this friend does not know
Mhm.
this is happening. This is not a thing.
Right.
So those are the friends. Like if it's a
no, I
friend that
agree,
I
but
know
I
that
still
has
would
been
have
through
some
some
evidence,
stuff,
because you're putting yourself in a lot of mix up. And I
Right.
want to tell my friend, and I will, but I'm not just going to say, hey, guess what? Blase, blase, blah. Because it becomes he said, she said.
Right.
And these men are trickified. And I've seen them do it. And before you know it, he hates that they hate your guts because you told your friend, and they start using it. So it's like you have to have something more concrete besides I saw him with a chick, or I saw him. Like it has to be more concrete.
I don't have that
because-
caliber of friends. If I have a friend who can't take me being their friend, my word for what happened,
Right.
without me having a picture, we not friends. Period.
But some women don't
sometimes people
wanna
are
know.
wrong. That's what I'm saying, Gina. Sometimes people
Yeah.
are wrong.
Right.
I've
I
had
ain't
people
gonna
tell
be
me
wrong about
my
something
man
I'm
is
telling my
cheating
friend.
and he's with his
I told
cousin.
you I'm gonna go talk to the person. I ain't gonna be wrong.
I
I'm gonna
agree.
know what I saw.
I'm telling you right on this phone. Pick up, girl. Pick up.
Gina, but then Gina, that means you agree. You're gonna get more evidence. You're gonna have more evidentiary facts.
Well,
to go with
yes,
besides,
yeah.
I saw your man with the chick.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know why
So
I
we
say
do-
that I will confront it? Because I was in a situation where I saw it, I knew what was happening, and I didn't say anything. And then when he
But was
got
they
caught,
married or was they dating? Because there's a
they were
difference.
they were dating,
Yeah.
but they were seriously dating. You understand? Like
Mhm.
he
Serious.
was everything to her, and supposedly he was everything to her as well. That's how it was presented to everybody else, and I didn't say anything because I'm like, I don't even know how to say this to her. She's heavily in love with this man, right? So when he got caught, he said, "Well, she knew," and I was like, "Wait, what?"
And now y'all got problems.
What?
Right.
I was like, "Well, yeah, I did, but I just didn't know." And she was so very upset with me, and I lost a friend over that. So now, oh well, I'm telling girl, get on this phone and look at this. Reporting live from this bar.
That's
Girl.
what I'm saying. I'll take,
Mhm.
or I'll say you need to come over here right now. I've done that. Come over here right now. And
I didn't have the heart to hurt my friend because
yeah.
she thought she finally found the one. He was everything. Like she changed her life. She just started going to school. Like she was doing so well. I didn't want that to I didn't want to disturbed that for her, and then I should have, because she was so hurt that I didn't tell her, and I still feel bad about that to the day. I was like, damn. I snitch again, trouble. If I don't snitch again,
How you?
But that's
me and
dirty
Billy
for him to do
situation.
that. That was just dirty.
yeah.
It is. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
But your loyalty is not to him, so that's why it matters. Or unless the male is your friend, but whoever your friend is who your loyalty is to.
Yeah.
The other person.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. Sorry.
So Jova says something. He says, "What if it's one of your female friends that's stepping out? Would you tell?" Absolutely, I wouldn't tell, but I would check my friend.
Yeah,
I'll
check my friend.
I'm not.
I'll check my friend. I've
I'm
done that.
loyal to my friend. I'm not telling on my friend.
I'd be like, "Girl, you stupid. You I don't even
I
know."
know it's a double standard, Jovan. Don't come for us.
But they would tell their boys the same thing. They ain't gonna be like, "Oh, girl, you know your man out there at the strip club doing
Please,
whatever."
boys
I
do the
think
same thing.
but I'm just saying,
They cover for their friend. We're just
Right,
doing the
they'll
same thing that
cover.
y'all be doing.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right, Monique. It does come down to your own moral compass, and I was stuck for a minute. I was like, I'm gonna tell her. And I was like, I can't tell her. Like, girl, you should tell her. I was like, I had 3 drinks behind that. I was just like, I don't know what to do at this point. And I stayed quiet. And now I will never do that again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on the situation because I don't want to get, there's always something. And you can't blame someone, oh, you didn't tell me.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
he had a lot of free time to be going out with this girl. So, like, what are you doing? Why don't you keep track of him your damn self? It's not my job to be running around and giving you evidence. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
So let me give you guys a situation Billy and I were in. Do you mind if I tell them?
No,
Okay.
this
So, right, I should have asked first, right? So everybody knows. If you don't know, Billy and I are polygamous. We practice that. And Billy was in New York, and a family member seen Billy holding another female's hand.
it was a few times. Yeah.
Right. But the situation was they didn't come to me. They had a whole family powwow to
Mhm.
where it took an outside person to finally come to me. And then I was angry. I was angry with more or less my mother because she knew about it. And I was just like, but if you know how my lifestyle is, why wouldn't you say something to me? Even if I knew about it, if I don't know about it, why would you sit here and have a family discussion? So now I got to check everybody, because my thing is you're supposed to be loyal to me.
Mm-hmm.
She was just like, well, I just feel like you should end your marriage. But why? If we practice this, my thing is, should I disown you as my own mother because you sat here and gossiped about your own daughter about a situation instead of just coming to your own daughter? So
And,
it
and
was,
the weird part is Erica's the one who set me up on the
I
date.
did set him up on a date.
All right, so let me tell you how this
Sorry, this is
it went left, right? Let me tell you how this
oh
is a
god.
true story. True story. So
Don't read the chat.
I can't because I'm like
this part is a true story. Same young lady. I can't figure out where to go on a date. So me and Erica decided that I would take her to a place called Fire Island, which is like a resort island in New York. So so Erica knows where I am, and Michelle, the young lady Michelle, she'd been talking to Erica during like the whole time of us driving there and getting on the boat and all that shit. Get off the boat. This is where shit got weird. This is where the bro code was strong. I get off the boat. Who do I bump into? Erica's cousin
Right.
that she talks to like every other day.
Every other day I speak to him.
Still to this day. This is about 6 years ago. Still to this day. He never dined me out.
Never. Never.
I'm
See?
trying to introduce her to him.
See, Jova, y'all do have a bro code. Stop it.
exactly. We have
I was strong.
Great.
Right.
Yeah, Keisha. Yeah. Hey, Howard J. Keisha. Keisha is a fictional character. She only exists in arguments.
Right.
And this is why I love when people are upfront with how their relationship is, because clearly they're polygamous, right? So
Right.
if I see something, I'm not gonna just be like, Billy, what's your problem? I'm just gonna be like, okay,
Okay, exactly.
all right, okay. This is they're okay with this. And I might call Erica and be like, some lady that got, braids or something like that. You know what's going on. All right, I'm out later. That's it.
Right. And that's a whole different conversation. But I told my mom, like, if you felt some type of way, why would you talk to this person, this person, this person, and then
Especially
this
your
person
mom.
talks this person, and this person got to finally be like, yo, your family talking about you?
Yeah,
I felt some type of way. Like,
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything consents to right. Arm and broken.
Because mom supposed to
Right.
stop everything and be like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, have that conversation with you.
right.
Yeah, I think it should just go back to you. Your mom should have said, Erica,
Yeah.
I heard whatever, and then let you do what you gotta do. Or you say,
Right.
or it's no big deal. Okay, cool.
Right.
But like if I saw Billy would probably look at me and be like, she knows. You look like
Right.
Yeah.
he's on the phone. Or he already spoke to her. Like, okay.
And Billy is that type of person. Billy would be like, oh, Erica's on the phone. You want to go ahead and talk to her?
Yeah.
Your brother's Janet. He was at his brother's house, and his brother's girlfriend, wife, whatever, their wife or something.
Union.
She went into the next room like, yo, girl, your man got a whole different female in my house. What should I do? I was like, oh, it's good. But her loyalty to me was awesome.
Yeah. And then she felt weird because I FaceTimed with everybody there.
Right.
And
Yes.
she was just like,
After she already snitched on him.
I'm over there FaceTiming like, hey, babe, she's talking to Ralisha.
Right.
And they're talking back and forth. Now, my brother's wife felt a little weird. Like, oh, shit, they are really like on the phone with each other right now and shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm not no cheater, man. I'm not with that shit. Why? Why fuck this up?
But some men do.
They do.
Some men, yeah.
Yeah.
Some
That's
men
why I
do.
don't want to run and go and tattle because, like, why are you stirring the, stirring the pot?
If it's my good girlfriend, I'm telling.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right there with him and her at the. I'm gonna be like, sit down, shorty. Don't move.
yeah.
Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. Just hang on.
Listen, I got to make a phone call. Just
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
Just hold
Don't
on.
move. Don't move.
I'm giving streets, everything. Look, we making a left over here on Johnson. We about to hit MLK. Come on,
Listen.
girl.
She got on a pink fur jacket. Patty.
Listen.
Now, I've had male friends. Like I have 5 good male friends, but they date and they tell the other females I'm dating. Like I don't belong to anybody. They'll tell them like I belong to the streets.
Yeah.
Oh
You
God.
can't wait for them. So I don't feel the need to tell in that situation because bottom line, like they already made it clear like they're gonna be dating. So when they're crying, I'm like, why are you crying though? Because
He was up front.
he said
Right.
this is what he's going to do. Like
Mhm.
that, I just be like, I don't know, girl. You just find you some not for the streets penis. I don't know.
Like I got 3 close friends, so I split with 3 people. Anybody else?
Right.
None of my business.
Mhm.
None of my business. Because me seeing you with somebody, I can't assume, and that's happened as well. That's
Mhm.
something.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
So if I have to go and investigate, fine. But if I'm not investigating, going in depth, I'm staying out of it.
Mhm.
If you're my good girlfriend, we talk. I'm telling.
Yeah,
Get on the phone. You know her. She good.
exactly.
All right.
I'll take a picture. I'll take a video clip.
Right.
I'll get a name. I'll get a whatever. I'm good at that. But I'm not gonna say I'll say this is what I saw, and what do you want to do with this information? And I've gone with my friend and dug deeper. Like Gina said, we found the family, the cousin. We found out where they're from. We found out the people. We dug deep into the thing. I got the number for her to call and confront. I'll do all that, but I'm not gonna say, oh, he's X, Y. I don't know what he's doing.
Right.
This is what I
Right.
saw.
after I lost my girlfriend over that, and she like
Yeah.
her biggest thing that she heard those, you knew for 6 months, 6
Mhm.
So now I'm getting phone conversations. Girl, it happened at
DNA.
5:45. I called you at 5:46.
Mhm.
Let me know what you want to do at 5:47 because at the end of the day, I don't have time for that
No,
type of
I can collect. I'm a good bone collector. I collect the bones. Like, here we go. All right. What do you need? What do you need me to do? Click, 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 and I'll
Right.
find information. I
I
connected the
hate
dots
when
on
somebody
Facebook. I
tells
found
me
all of
that
her
they
people.
don't.
Mhm.
I hate when somebody tells me they don't know something about a person, like when they're dating and they're like, "Well, he said this," and he's what's their name?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And that's why it's good to have
Okay, did he
girlfriends.
say
I
he
mean,
lives here?
girlfriends. Mhm.
Did he say his ex-wife lives here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, his mama live here. Why
Mm-hmm.
it with the
Yeah.
internet? There's nothing you can't find.
Nothing.
Right. If
Nothing.
you go
If
and
you
just
don't
put
know, you don't want to know.
the odometer on the car, be like, it only take him 5 miles to get to work, 5 miles back. He got
Mm-hmm.
about extra 10 on this car. Figure out where he went from there.
Telling you.
I mean, there's a lot of things you could do if that's what you choose to do. Sometimes you gotta be careful. Don't go looking for something that you're not ready to deal with.
That's
Exactly.
true.
And
No.
that's
Now
the problem.
that's true in
He's the
relationships.
breadwinner. Right. You knew who you was dealing with. Like at the end of the day,
Mhm.
he's a breadwinner. He's taking care of everything else. And this is
Mhm.
this is the thing. Maybe you should have a conversation with him and consider an alternative lifestyle where there is no lies and he can freely go do whatever. And
Mhm.
if that's what you choose to do. But a lot of men have a problem when the female wants to do that.
Exactly.
So, pick and choose your poison. You want to hear this talk all day? You want to go to court? No. Or you just want to just let her do you and you do you, whatever. It gets confusing after a while. So, I don't.
Telling you. They don't like it when you dish it back, man. They don't like it when you dish it back.
Mhm.
Right. Like, don't go looking for stuff because
Yeah.
it will hurt your feelings. And if you ain't ready for it, girl, if you ain't ready to say goodbye to the dude,
In relationships, when you're going to look for it for that, you're probably already knowing there's something.
You already know. You
I'm
done know
talking
already.
about the
Exactly.
people who just now meeting somebody and you might be going on a date with somebody. You
Right.
you can know a lot about that person before you have that first date.
Right.
Because you should first at least know their name. So
you
start
just let
doing
it.
your own research.
The art of conversation is not something that a lot of people do nowadays. They don't take the time. Like people, you ask somebody their favorite color, they're like, "What?" Like
Mm-hmm.
that's an important question. Clearly, it shows that I'm interested in you and I want to know what it is that you like. If I thought about getting something for you, I would look for it in that color. Like there's so many things to like simple questions. A lot of people don't ask simple questions. How much money you make? So what if you got hit by a truck yesterday and now he don't work anywhere? You stop liking him? I'm just saying, like, you should take your time and get to know somebody, but at the end of the day, do we really take the time? And when we do see somebody that we like, we kind of get tunnel vision. You only see all the good. It'll be your girlfriends will be like, "Girl, something ain't right." You be like, "Let's do that." You be like, "Girl, something ain't right." And you like, "Wow, I don't want to."
Right.
Right. Somebody got to die.
Corey.
Somebody got to die, Corey, right?
Corey.
That ain't cool.
Go.
That ain't cool.
Right?
So you're saying because she's forgiving, that gives you permission to keep doing it?
No.
That's how I'm
No.
taking.
No, he
I
can do it, but she can't.
It's a wrap.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
If
what I
she-
took it. I took it that he could cheat, but she can't.
Yeah, but
Right.
she can't.
because she's so forgiving.
He's joking. He's joking.
Corey ain't joking.
Corey,
No, you're joking.
funny as hell, Corey. You crazy boy.
Wait, you acting that loud. You act. He was
Hey, y'all got a friend that y'all be like go out with to dinner or something, and you be like, "What the hell are you wearing?" Y'all ever get them friends?
Yeah.
I don't care what.
You tell them anything?
Hell yeah. I used to talk to you everything.
Right next to my butt naked friend and be like, "Girl, put a napkin before you burn yourself."
Hell yeah. I
fully believe in letting people be who they are. Like if that's what she don't like clothes, what you want me to do?
No, my one. I don't even understand why she still call me or why we still friends.
Mhm.
But every time she come out, I'm like, just go back inside. You can't even get in the car. You're not going nowhere with me like this. Let's go inside and see what you have in there. Oh, you need to do laundry? Okay, let's go to the laundromat first before we run these streets.
You talking about like going to a funeral and she's wearing
Anything.
a dress?
anything. You're not gonna sit here
Red
look
Lobster.
right. You're not gonna sit here.
Red
looking
Lobster's a
homeless.
meeting ground, though. It's a restaurant.
You're not gonna look homeless while I'm dressed up. That's all I'm saying. You're not gonna look homeless and I'm put together. You knew what we was doing. You got the notification yesterday.
Sometimes people OD and you be going out to Red Lobster. They dress up. They going to like
You
Club
right.
Amnesia.
You
But
right.
is that a single person or is that a married person?
It
Because
could be any type of person.
is different. A single person is going out there because they're looking to find somebody.
That's
They
true.
might go a little
Mhm.
extra with the look, and where you're comfortable in your marriage, and you're just like, girl, we just going to Red Lobster. She like, I'm trying to find me my man.
Trying to catch a man.
Well, let me be great. You know what I'm saying? It might be a different situation. I don't know.
Some people who
That's
just
true.
like to dress up. I
Yeah.
have a friend
Yeah.
that's like that. She's married and she's still she's
Mhm.
like a little fashionista. Girl, do you?
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
No, I dress up when I go out with my
You almost
friends.
came back in the house the other day, going out with me.
Oh yeah, this guy talking about. I thought we was going to this ratchet supermarket, and he took me out to dinner. I was all in my feelings.
You had her gardening clothes on.
Oh my god! You give her a heads up.
Erica, you have the gardening clothes on.
Because I thought we was going right around the corner to this ratchet supermarket. He's like, "Oh no, I didn't say that. No, that's what we talked about." Apparently,
Nothing,
when I
Monique. I'm for it. Yep.
wasn't on his agenda. So
The naked friend is the fun friend. They don't care. They're just here to have fun. They're like, I don't care if this jelly roll hanging out. I'm fine. You right, girl. What? I got Susan Carpenter. I don't know. Let people be who they are. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And most times I drive myself anyways. We don't go in the same car anymore. So it's like, I'll meet you there.
So
oh, she don't got a car, so everything we did.
I'll meet you there.
She had that raggedy minivan for a little while.
Billy, don't talk.
hi, Marquita.
Hey Marquita.
Hey Marquita. Hey Pescatarian
Yeah,
Gardener.
And this is not my live, Marquita. I notify you of my lives. I was visiting.
Yeah, we're visiting. I gotta go back out there and shovel. Damn.
Right.
We got that snow too, Urban.
Oh my
We
god.
got like 5 or 6 inches
Mhm.
and rain, so it's heavy.
Oh, I hate that.
Mm.
That. Mm-mm.
I agree, Sophie. I like dressing up. It just makes me feel good about me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And like I said, I'm single. I can do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could do that. And that's that. Men are visual creatures. They like looking at pretty things. Look when you talk about cars, men don't look at all rusted out cars unless they're mechanics and they like to restore stuff. Then they see the
Right.
car with different, they visualizing the car how they would do the car, which is pretty. Right. So if that's what you want, if it makes you feel good, if that's what you're looking for, if that's who you're trying to attract, like dress up. Why not? Dress up now, because when you gotta strap that girdle on, nobody trying to dress up. I can't breathe. I can't even finish this dinner. I
I'm telling you,
can't do it right now. Right?
whatever works for you, right?
Absolutely. And I don't mind when if I ever have a partner and he looks good, I don't care if other women look at him because I know you look good, girl. Shout out to me, right? Look, he is fine. I know, right? Look at that. That's great. I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me.
Right.
Like, look at but he's with me. I don't care.
Right.
And I don't care if he looks at another woman that's beautiful, because at the end of the day, women are beautiful. Period.
Wait, Martika, I didn't know.
That's all out there, face beat to death. Why wouldn't somebody not look at them? It is what it is. I don't know. Doesn't bother me. I'll be like, whatever.
I'm so glad that shot back at you, more at Erica. I thought Martika was talking to me. I was gonna say, it's not me this time.
Listen, I just gave her my number now. I didn't know I was supposed to do that responsibility.
You gotta set out your notifications, Erica.
I did share it on my chat on my community page, though. It should have notified you.
Thank you.
I did that too. I don't know. You got to start sending out emails and
Right.
notifications. Girl.
Well, she's always every Wednesday, right? Usually Wednesday at 4:30. That's Erica's
Yes.
slot.
Yeah, I changed it to 5 just because of getting all 14 dogs together.
All right.
Are you going to keep 5 going forward?
I'm trying to get rid of all of them.
No,
Yes,
I'm talking about the time. Are you going to keep 5 o'clock as your?
Oh yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
You?
Yeah, 5 o'clock works better
Okay.
for me.
I might not smack it. I might just like cup it.
Then I know I don't have to send you eyeballs at 4 o'clock.
Right.
Right.
That's it. I don't know. I want to be proud of my partner. I want to be like, yup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd be proud of mine.
Absolutely, as you should. As you should.
Well, I'd be like, yo, did you find somebody else to cook for us? Because I don't feel like I,
Oh my god!
I didn't wish
Girl.
Keisha was down. I wish Keisha did exist.
Right.
I'm sitting here. It's 7 o'clock. It was a good show, ladies. Have fun. Enjoy your night. Bye.
I don't know. I walk in with a spotlight. Girl, look at who I'm through the door. That's me. That's me. What's that? Thank you. Yep. Smelling good, looking good, fingernails clean, everything. I'm talking. He gonna be like, if you don't leave me alone, don't do that. Let me be great. Let me be great.
Hey, Skilly, how are you?
Hey, Skilly. I think you should have fun with your partner. You should do.
You should.
Oh yeah.
What's that? I didn't hear it.
I think you should have fun with your partner. Like, do
Oh
something.
yeah.
I'm going to the bar, dress up like a whole different person, and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Bartender, give him whatever he would.
I do that.
That's so cool.
Like,
Mhm.
you got a girlfriend? You got a wife? No.
You know?
My husband play along. No.
Yes.
I'm like, really? Oh, you here by yourself?
He give me a husband, they're gonna be like, "Would you get a room?" 'Cause I don't. We just didn't make it to the room. Sorry, y'all. I would be a whole fool. I think
Mhm.
have fun with each other. The more fun you have, is just better to me.
Yeah, you have to have fun. You can't just be, you got to keep the dating thing going, not just okay, we're a couple now, and now we get
Mhm.
boring and dry and in a routine. Nah, man,
Right.
Mhm.
put in the effort that you put in before.
You have to.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
We going to Jamaica butt naked on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that one.
Facebook stickers all over the place.
Go to the grill for that. They got the nudist colony there.
Absolutely. I don't like it at all. I like it. I just think you should have fun.
Yeah, have
Marriage
fun.
should be fun.
All right.
You see the chat.
Let me go. We
Alrighty.
made our 2-hour mark.
All right.
Now I gotta
Alright.
Well, it's fun.
make a bowl of cereal for this man.
Yeah.
You are
can't
not
even
making a bowl of cereal.
Dang,
Erica.
Billy, you can't even pour your
I know
own
I'm
cereal.
You better
know
go
I'm
fry
not.
something. You better go grill
Don't
something.
in the background like this.
Saute something.
Stop lying, Erica.
He'll be like, you over here putting YouTube before me. You know that gets sensitive and
Thanks,
get in their
Sophie.
feelings.
Mhm.
You over there chit-chatting with your friends, and then
Yes,
now we
she
having a
is.
whole
Tell your
bowl
husband to
of
find the
cereal.
damn mute button because that was crazy on Monday. Or yeah,
It was-
Monday.
Wasn't it? I was texting Erica
was
like, girl.
You thinking of girl.
And he put them down, but he's like,
It got real. Billy couldn't find the dang on button.
No, I left for 2 minutes on Monday. I said, "Oh, it's getting spicy. Let me go get my drink." I came back, and I was like, "Wait, what the hell is going on?"
and when the guy came up,
minutes.
it's like, Daddy.
It was a good show though. It actually still was a good show, but that it went left for a
It
minute.
went left.
I hope they work it out and fix it. Everything turns
I
out
hope so too.
okay. Yeah, because
Yeah, I
they're
hope
all
so
really
too.
good
I'm
guys.
laughing because it just went so wow.
Yeah, it's just
Misunderstandings, eh? Just
yeah.
doesn't take much.
Yeah, triggers.
Knowing now where Zach is from, I didn't know. I just thought he was from the same state I'm from. But knowing where he's originally from makes so much sense to how he got where he was going. Even though he wasn't coming in that way, it did come in that way. Even if it wasn't intended. But I know how that could be because I've been around some people who speak I call it passionately. Like they be, and you think that it's being combative, but it's not. It's just how they talk.
It's how they talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
so that made sense in hindsight. And he admittedly said that. So yeah.
But sometimes when you get so upset, you just don't hear anything.
No. Yeah, you don't hear anything.
So I'm hoping that I'm gonna see the individual eventually. Because I want that to be good. Eventually. Yeah. I want it to be good.
I hope so, because I like all of them.
I do too.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Like such good people, right? So.
I do.
I don't know. I can't. I got to do everything before because I can't leave Billy unattended because things.
You can't.
I said I was gone for 2 minutes. You don't know the buttons by now. We've been going live for a year now.
I think it hit him so out of like. I think it just shocked him that he just was like,
we were all shocked. I was like,
what the heck is happening? And then
when he put his stuff on the big screen, I fell out. I was like, I can't
it's the state of the world now. You're like, you never know what's gonna go buck wild crazy.
So if y'all haven't seen Monday's show on the main channel, My Fly Family, y'all go on back and check it out. It was a good show. It was a good show.
It was.
If y'all want to know what we talking about, you got to go back and watch.
You got to go back and watch that. That was wow.
And the fact that Billy thought I was talking to ITT and then PT1 and not putting it together that they're two different people.
I saw that. I was like, is he for real?
He was, because he was like, "Did you say hi already?" Like, yeah, but it's two different people.
Why you giving him all them highs?
Right?
I can see it. Like, why you keep speaking to this man?
No shade on it. No turn the camera off. Let me just talk to you for a minute. Like, what?
Two different people.
Erica, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh man!
Oh my God!
It's just the way he owns it. He goes, "Well, I didn't know." Like, you was just in dude's live last night.
Yeah,
right, that's what I was saying. Like, hey.
Actually, that's right. Joe Bob was up on the panel.
Right.
It was like a holiday dinner.
When he
I laughed so hard. For days I was laughing.
When he was trying to cover it up, and all you heard was "F you" and "F you." You threaten me. You threaten me. I mean, I get it. Sometimes people flip out about certain words. And that way, and it, clearly, is meant.
Yeah, it went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, some people suffer from PTSD, and triggers. You trigger it, and it takes them a minute to bring it back. So at the end,
and it was a hot topic too.
Yeah,
I think it was a hot topic. Really, sensitive about the topic. That's how I'll say it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a hot topic.
Which one? Right. I hope they work it out though, because
I think they will. Who put raisins on my macaroni and cheese?
Like it got that personal. No, but it was funny when Billy had it went full screen, and I was like,
he went full screen. He's like looking. You can see he's like click, click, clack. Okay, guys. Okay, stop talking. Silence.
Hey, Urban, any of y'all need to do a private StreamYard class and shit.
You don't want us to tell everybody on YouTube.
I was like,
turn it red.
He was like,
It was a good time.
It was like delete.
I was waiting for him to accidentally put himself out the stream.
Right.
I've done that before.
I had too. I think everybody's done that before.
I've done that, yeah, several times.
I never heard so many R's at the end of motherfucker.
Yeah. And
Listen,
it's still not your
real.
person's personality, but okay.
Oh, I wasn't
That
I
was
wasn't in the live. I came in at the end of the live, so I missed that part of it. I had to go back and watch the whole thing the next day. But I wasn't by watching it, I felt like I was cringed. I was like,
I was
oh,
cringe. I'm like,
They
oh,
was-
I'm like,
they was
Yeah.
they got
you're gonna let him sit there and threaten me? He was like yelling at Billy. You gonna let him talk to me like that? Oh God.
Zach kind of did threaten him, even though he didn't mean it that way.
I know that's what I said. Technically, I know he didn't mean it that way, but he technically did.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I-
Lord.
Once he heard that, all reasoning went out. After
Yeah.
that.
Sometimes,
Exactly.
so see that same conversation could have happened between Billy and Zach, and it would have been fine because Billy knows Zach, so he
Right.
would have known Zach was just talking. The difference is in the person you're talking to. If they don't know you that well, they ain't taking it as you just. That's just what you're not saying it in the way that it's coming out, and
Right.
they're taking it. They're almost taking it personally, kind of,
Yeah.
Yes.
instead of just saying, "Man, get up out of here with that."
Right.
But it goes back to what Erica said. Ask some more questions. Are you talking to me? Like,
Right.
directly? I wanted to make sure before I give you a beat down that you actually were talking directly to me.
But sadly, he met the threat that he felt came at him with a threat towards the other person. That doesn't make it better. You're just making it
Right.
worse.
It's just it's kind of like I get it because I'm sort of the same way.
Yeah.
If I hear something that makes that fucking red light go off, like everything you say is mama. All I'm
Yeah.
hearing is what you said that made me lose it. So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I get his position too, and I do believe he's former military. So there's a whole
Yeah.
to that. I'm not
But I
telling
hope he heard what Zach said after, because that did
Yeah.
matter. He
I hope
was
so.
very genuine in what he said. He was coming through very well on what he was saying.
right.
So I'm hoping that came through, and we see that later in the community
I
where
just-
things are good.
Right, and I hope that he watched it and they can
Mhm.
sell it out like dudes and
Mhm.
I hope you don't dime me out.
I know. What's funny is I'm like, really, I think anybody in that community is already being watched.
Oh,
You're already being watched.
we're all being watched. You're a prepper, you have guns, they're watching you.
Thank you.
You can say what you want to say. I'm low key, I ain't showing shit. They are everybody.
They're watching you.
Any of
I-
the stuff you've been
I
in.
said that years ago from things that I search on the internet. I'm like, I'm probably on somebody's watch list.
Mhm.
Because the things I'm willing to internet search.
Right. I thought it was just me. I'm glad. You're like, I know they're gonna come to this door any minute
I've
now.
been looking for prices and everything, so I know I'm on that list.
Hi, Truth. How are you?
That thing that they did, they indicted somebody because of his search history.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Without him did they have the items though?
No, they didn't have the items, but they had the body.
Oh, I ain't got neither.
The man's wife turned up dead, and he called the police. All that.
Wow.
His search history
That's
You
the
can't be that dumb.
You know?
You can't get rid of them the way you searched.
Right.
That's when you call
What's
that.
Gina doing over there in Ohio? What's going on, Gina?
right.
Which bones do you have over there?
That's crazy.
Listen, my husband be like, he hates the type of shows I watch. I watch everything, the Criminal Minds and all that
The
stuff.
ID channel.
I be seeing how they be using chemicals to dissolve,
just
the
dissolve it,
entire
exactly.
body,
Nothing
the
left.
bones,
Dexter is
everything.
amazing. Isn't Dexter amazing?
I'm like,
I low key have a
these
question.
are fascinating things to me.
You watch Dexter?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
have
watching
a
that.
question on him. I think he's amazing, huh?
My
Yeah.
husband's like, I'm not sleeping with both my eyes closed because I don't trust you. He walk by and see what I'm watching. He be like, I'm taking notes.
And I like when the character that Denzel Washington played, like the most homeliest dude, and he's a whole army by himself. I was
Yep.
like,
That's why I be saying, don't. I told Erica this. We were talking one day. I said I like that. Sometimes I think people
so
think
fair.
that I'm a weak link because I want them to think that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
You don't
the-
know what I might be capable of or be able to do.
those
you don't
quiet ones will get you in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Be like,
Yep.
You
like
never know.
Oh yeah, the pig
that
farm,
person
exactly.
thinking, right?
I'm that friend everybody calls girl. Can you get here? I'm right there, girl. Don't talk.
Who car we taking?
Say nothing.
Who car we taking?
Have a certain emojis,
Right.
Yeah.
Don't
but
even
they
got
all look like they just regular.
Right. A knife, a drip of blood, and water.
right.
Nope.
Okay, you need
I'm gonna
to
send like purple balloons. You like she will never send me no balloon emojis.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know what that means?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Time to lift off. No, I'm just kidding.
Monique says she be taking notes, right? You never know when you need that skill set
Exactly. You never know.
for everything.
Look, Billy over there taking notes like, oh, so Gina's a little crazy.
I'm going through her phone now for emojis. You know how you bring up the emojis, you can see the popular ones that she's been using.
Yep.
I don't want to see no water. I don't know anything.
I'm sitting in the
Yeah,
taxi
rubber
cab
glove
emoji.
shovel.
That means come.
Right.
And then
What
pull
makes
up.
it more
Pull up.
dangerous? We're all in different states. Like you could just send body parts all over the place and be like,
Yep.
"Girl, this way." All right.
Pull up.
Hey, on it. Everywhere you go. That's the beauty of it.
Monique said, see Monique with us. See how we came full circle. Now we all doing what? We
Right.
coming together.
Right.
Power of the bee. Let's see. Deep
Freezer and the wood chipper. Just saying. Yep.
right, Sophia. Exactly. Like, I don't know.
No,
So
I see you don't even know how to get rid of it properly. I'm not coming to you.
Right.
Because they're gonna be testing your freezer and your wood chipper for DNA.
Mm-hmm.
We got this. Let the lady
We're
take
living
care of
in
that part.
Louisiana. We need to get to where the alligators is at so we can just
Yep.
put the whole thing in there.
Right.
Dog people.
Listen.
Right. It's different. It's different. It's different. I don't know. You never know when you go need those skill sets. Right?
No, you just never know.
Like that.
I'm like, Jenny, you want to go whale watching? Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
Yo, you can cut up the bodies and feed it like chum to the freaking sharks and everything. Like,
Yep.
Y'all snitching.
overboard. There you go.
Listen.
With you. Right. I don't want anything done in my house because they always got that light that can find blood, like the little
Right.
teeniest drop of blood. You'd be like, nah. Just do this
That's why you need to find out the compound for the melt away because it cleans and everything.
Everything.
I
Yeah.
mean, I watched, what the heck is that dang on show? It was a show where he was called The Cleaner. And
Right.
he would go,
Oh,
would
yeah,
go to a
yeah.
hotel room,
Mhm.
and it was on Netflix, and he would put
Luminol, right, Philly Swell.
and he would just put the chemicals in there, and they would break it down. He just pulled a plug, and it all go down the drain.
But did you
That was in Blacklist. That was in the Blacklist.
Blacklist.
Yeah,
But did you
yeah,
see
yeah.
They have a chemical, I think it's luminol, that tells like you clean the place up. Like I don't
Now,
even
the
need
sad part is, if we purchase the chemicals, that's going to bring attention.
That's right.
Right.
But
If you know how to
just
mix
know
them
that they
yourself.
exist.
But if I call Erica and tell Erica, listen, get this on this
Can't say what it is.
you know what? Not the cards that's linked to your account. Those
Just
gift
send her a
cards,
martini glass.
right? And be like,
Emoji.
okay.
And then she knows.
Or
Still
the
in-
bathtub emoji. The bathtub emoji.
Yep.
Like, girl, how we get rid of this? Throw everything away. The shower curtains, throw everything away. Replace the tub fixtures, everything. There's
Mhm.
always gonna be blood somewhere on there. Replace everything.
Mm-hmm.
on down.
Listen, this
What's that show,
is
You?
why you can't just
Right.
spot clean, Monique. You got to
Right.
do all. You got to clean the whole house. Then it just looks like you're cleaning.
Get that
Right.
power
Yeah.
wash from outside.
You just
The
have
whole
one
house,
I'm gonna
spot.
break it down, right?
Go
Right.
away. You got to clean the whole house.
You got to do it when it's like in
You be
between
like, I clean like
seasons.
this all the time. What up, Zach?
Right. You got to do it in
Hey, Zach.
between seasons though, because it'd be like, oh, we doing our spring cleaning, getting ready for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And then make the kids go take a bath so it has like human stuff on it and be like,
Right. Because you got to
You don't
clean the
know.
tub before you get in
I'm
it.
watching
So
the dog. I'm everybody gonna be
Exactly.
good. Do you think?
All that DNA.
That's it. I don't know. Got to get rid of it. Hi, Jeffrey. How are you?
Billy, you'll be our test case.
Right.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Let us.
You know what? When they say like
Let's
get rid of
figure
the
out
body,
something.
like you know, science actually needs bodies to do whatever they. Why do they just always give the skeleton or the body to one of them? They don't care what it is. Be like, yo,
Mhm.
somebody died. Here, y'all want this body to go check out, see what it is. Find a new cure for something. Here you go. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Mhm.
Or find a friend that works in one of those. Where do they cremate the bodies?
The
Oh
mortuary,
yeah. The
Yeah.
mortuary.
Yeah, the crematorium.
You need to find a friend.
crematorium.
Yeah, one of those. You just slide that in the fire. Be like, what happened?
This shit
Yeah,
went
they
way
don't.
left.
Now,
We learning how to stick together.
they can test it through the ashes, but if you clean out the ashes and use them for fertilizer in your garden,
When you take it out the deep blue sea and just toss it. Like,
Toss it, yep. Or you just stuff two people in the same casket that you're gonna burn anyway, so they're not gonna know really
Gina.
which one is which.
Whack.
Irby.
Yes, slip it in there.
Really?
Irby. That's what's up. Yeah.
Nola said blink twice. He can pick you up in Tallahassee.
You're home, just got trouble for that.
Facts. In shift, I want to run the dungeon. I'm not even lying. Like, need information? We're gonna get information.
Yep.
Why I need generators?
walk away.
Like Tiffany works.
Quasi, wait for a second. Now we planning them.
Definitely going down with all these comments in here. At the end. We're
All
just
right, I'm gonna go shovel, so I'm gonna bounce.
educational purposes.
They wrapping up anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, ladies, for being on the
Thanks
panel.
for having us.
Bye, y'all.
Nice.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
Y'all see this knife sitting here the whole time. She got. Hey, listen.
Stay ready, Erica. Stay
Call
ready.
my mama. Listen, y'all see me live tomorrow? Call my mama.
Hit
Ain't
all
nobody
right first, Erica. Hit all here up first.
Billy, ain't nobody looking for you
You
till
going live
Monday.
Come on.
Are you gonna make
Are
it?
y'all going live tomorrow?
No, I'm just teasing. We going
When
live.
y'all taking over that channel? I heard y'all was
Yeah,
taking
what's
over.
the channel? Yeah.
Gershon Tactics. We're gonna lightly take it over because he got some business to do and all that. So we're gonna lightly. We'll be present. Let's say that.
What
Just
day?
know I'll teach you the buttons just in case. You need
No, if something go down, that's his problem. That's on him. Shit.
Out of control.
All right, let me feed this man.
All
Okay, all right.
good night.
Later.
I
Bye.
gotta
Later.
watch it the whole time.
Feed him some Beyond Meat.
Don't walk away. Put something from under the thing. No, I gotta watch your ass the whole time.